Your lies, Torvald.
Hopefully I timed that right.
Or no.
Yeah, see, that's what I think happened in last episode.
More.
You weren't picking up your desktop stuff, or something happened, like on break or some shit.
I
don't
can
know
join
about
us on Twitch.
Hello, can they hear
Okay,
everybody
y'all
but
can
us?
hear me now. Yeah, we're good.
Is ours-
Everybody talk.
Okay,
We're good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
as long as
Fine.
he wasn't
Now.
going.
so we will not be uploading the last video from Twitch last week because for some reason it did not pick up any of the other audio except for Steve.
Yeah,
So
there
it's real
tends to be
weird.
technical difficulties when I'm not around. That's all I'm saying.
This Beers and Barbarians. You have technical difficulties every fucking stream.
We're professionals, guys.
If I sound weird,
Sure.
it's because I'm coming off of a fever.
If I sound weird,
I
it's
still feel
because
weird.
I just don't know how to control myself.
Nobody
So-
gives a shit, Joe.
You know what, Austin?
I
did.
care.
And yeah, Miku
I
cared.
A little bit.
Oh, that's the only person
Mikudayo.
you need to care anyway. I need a spin around and a anime pose from you right now, Brandon.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm going to Ren Fair in this fit. Miku.
There it is.
Oh, don't
Wait,
forget
the
the
leg.
leg pop.
The
You
leg.
gotta do the leg pop.
Thank you.
There you go.
I'm not.
I am satisfied.
I'm ready to
Bro,
start
who's
having
that
nightmares.
Brandon,
Thank you.
Brandon, thank you. I can now die a happy man. Don't tell my wife.
I love Hatsune Miku.
So last D&D session, we had our first PC death
Oh yeah, huh?
of C2.
Ooh.
Luckily, it was a character nobody really gave a shit about.
Whoa. Whoa.
Tell me how you really feel, guys.
That's strong, kind of cute.
Jesus.
That's the DM talking, not the characters.
Talking about.
Well, that's
it.
definitely
Sid
some of the
don't
characters.
care at all.
Yeah.
That's
I
So
cared, Alex.
they went
Thanks,
down. They
Joe.
found the Forgotten Library. They touched cursed books.
Hmm.
Torvald successfully got rid of the curse by dying.
Yeah. I didn't know what the curse was, so.
They took down 2 Rimarazes and a Behir, however. So we're going to enter in with everybody standing around Torvald's corpse. Intro.
Intro.
roll that baby.
And we are back.
Real quick before we get in, I forgot about something. Donate bits. We are right around the corner from the extra artwork, like right around the corner. And as it sits right now, without saying any numbers, what are we at?
All right. So we got exactly a month from now, June 20th, it'll be announced. Without saying numbers, Alvis, Thormore, and Steven.
Nodwick?
What character is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Nodwick's making it through, so I just didn't want to get anyone excited.
No.
Alvis is ahead.
Albus, then Thormore, then Nodwick.
Well,
Can
Thor
a
overtook
good
me,
night
too.
tonight switch up the leads?
A
Hey,
good
can
night
I-
tonight could easily switch up the leads, yeah, between the top 3 people.
Okay.
Question.
Okay.
With my death, can I give Torvald's bits to whoever pleases me the most?
No.
No.
Please.
No,
Aww.
the players' bits.
The last thing I forgot is I got a sticker. It's a platypus with a chef knife. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. So don't forget for Fate Dice, donate bits, attach the emoji of the character you want to get it,
Would that make him a
and then an
platypus?
intermission. Yeah. What'd I say?
No, I
Stabapus.
said, would that make him a platypus?
No, a stabapus.
Stabapus.
I lost where I was at. Donate bits, character emoji, at intermission, you get the Fate Dice. I think everybody has had a Fate Dice.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So everybody's had one, so that's good.
Yeah, Dagan made the board like a week or 2 ago.
I got
Yeah,
one.
you made the
Let's
board.
go.
I think
So
I
now
banked
that we're
one.
all
I haven't
having
used it
fun and joking around, let's bring the mood right down.
Let's bring the mood up real quick.
Oh
I
yeah.
just want to point out on Fate Dice, Alex had a Fate Dice when he rolled the natural 1 to kill his character off. Just saying.
Oh yeah, we realized that after.
Well, he didn't
we
even have
realized-
to roll a natural one. He just had to fail one time because he had
Okay,
already
but he-
lost 2 because he was in the stomach of the fucking thing.
Yeah. Fate Dice. Just saying. He still does. Continue. Bring
I mean,
it
sure,
back.
yeah. No, I mean, you're right.
Maybe he can use it to go with his family instead of Avernus.
That's the final roll.
Yeah.
You get up to the
All right,
gate.
guys.
You thought it was that easy.
Sorry.
We zoom in.
Yeah. Oh,
No
fuck.
advantage.
Torvald is lifeless, lying on the floor. The studious people are cowering behind a bookshelf. We will enter here.
I thought we took him out, like they took him outside and built
did
like
take him
a
outside.
Yeah,
fire outside.
we-
did, but
We brought him outside and built a funeral pyre, and that was where we left off because we were gonna hit right directly into the.
Oh, I can fix that right now.
portal
You
to the
just
funeral
said it
pyre.
earlier. The word
eulogy.
that. Thank you.
There
The
you go.
medication is wearing off.
You can tell who really cares about the funeral and who doesn't.
For
We're
sure.
gonna do the what's it called? The thing. where
You're
we
giving
call
a
it-
paladin a chance
Words.
to perform a ceremony. It's going to matter more to somebody.
I agree.
It doesn't
I
matter.
understand
Sid.
completely, Joe.
May not matter to
get
Sid
it.
for the same reasons it matters to Alvis, but it matters.
You're the one that brought it up, so
Exactly.
yeah.
Actually, do I know any necromancy? Real quick.
Anyways,
Oh, boy.
so
Not
as
again.
we're finally get it lit and everyone's coming around it, I think that's where we ended. I know Alvis had mentioned everyone should think of some final words, so he'll look around. Hey, seeing as I assume that most of you don't do this sort of thing often, I'll go last and send them off proper. Everyone else should spare some words, and he'll look to Nodwick. Even those that don't want to. For us, if anything, not for him.
Does anyone
Well,
have
don't all
anything
speak at
prepared?
once.
I will go first. Torvald, out of everyone here, I think I trusted you the most. I wink at Alvis specifically. I wink at Alvis. And I certainly didn't dislike you. That's for sure. May you rejoin your family, right? He had a family, right? May he rejoin your family and have a nice rest. What's like the closing? Thank you.
That works for me.
Kid off to the sides,
Oh,
just
bad.
like,
Hey. Good one. Good on you.
I thought about it really hard.
Now,
Oh shit.
What?
who's next?
I could keep it
Nothing,
short
you're
and
good.
sweet.
Hey.
I don't mind saying some words. Estron will walk up and say, simply put, Torvald made good food, good company, and a good lesson for us all. Even the ones we care about have to make difficult decisions. And he'll nod his head towards the pyre, say goodbye in Elvish, and take a step back. For anyone who speaks it, just say, be with your loved ones. That's all he says.
Okay. Nodwick. Like I said, if not for him, it's at least for us.
Give Steve a second. He's looking for something on his character sheet. Give Steve a moment.
What I'm loving is
Ray's
Not
dead.
blank stare.
the monologue you're gonna get from me. Because
All right.
this is
I'm. My ass is not taking notes on a monologue. Come on.
All right.
Give him
I
a-
love Torvalds.
Nodwick is going to take some incense from his priestly pouch and just like sprinkle it into the fire. And he's going to put his head down and say, "May she guide your path and have mercy on your soul." And then take a step back away from the fire.
Sidonius, you'd be the last before I close.
We'll assume Thormore said something.
I feel like, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I
Something
feel like
about
you would.
food, probably.
We fought. You made me
Sticky butt.
tasty food. It sucks. You're gone. Goodbye, Fred. Or goodbye, pet.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
It's like he's in the room with us.
Brad?
Torvald was a great meat shield and pretty good at cooking.
Wow, Sid. Wonderful.
Hey,
Sidonius.
this
Jesus.
is definitely not the weirdest funeral I've ever been to, I think.
Just be lucky I didn't pass.
Hey.
I said worse.
I've never been to one.
I feel like I should say something like the wind doesn't wait for anyone, but storms don't ask, they just take. Hey,
Footsteps on a beach.
footsteps on a beach. Right. Anyways, and he'll like sit up. Torvald Bristleback wasn't exactly a hero carved of marble. Blood, pain, damnation, I think. Though curses through darkness, through a blade in my own chest, he stayed with the group. God knows he wasn't perfect. None of us are, but in the moments that counted, he chose us, aside from the one time. Aldous, like, with that, kind of like takes a piece of bread and puts it down again. He fed us, fought beside us. He tried to protect what little light he had. He didn't always say the right things, but he never ran when it mattered. He'll like look at everyone in the group. He wanted his boys safe. Thormore promised him that he would do that. I think that all of us, because we're good people, should honor that last wish. We bury more than a man today. We bury regret, pain, and the chance for more mourning. Vashtor teaches that the storm is both punishment and promise. And I believe that Torvald's storm is done. He can rest now. You're free, my friend. We will do the walking. And he'll like take that. He'll take the emblem back off of Torvald as he put the thing on the last session, and he's gonna huck it. I forget. We're on a cliffside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna huck it off the cliff. With the wind. And now, moments of silence already. Enough talking. Yeah. he's gonna like awkwardly put his head down.
As
I am going to give you, as DM, a D12 inspiration dice for that speech.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
Respect.
Someone cared.
It was a good speech.
It was a
It
good
was.
Through
Oh.
two sizes.
I tried to keep it light.
Something.
I just licked a pencil like it was a pen. Anyways, Alex, I'm sorry for the loss of your character. We love that. We just got art. But you know, we get a new story now, right?
I liked Torvald a lot. That was one of my favorite characters you've done.
Thanks. I hope you like the next one.
I'm intrigued.
Does anyone want to do anything else on this ceremony here, or are we gonna assume we kind of do like a moment of silence into black?
Yeah. I think that's about appropriate.
Nothing
The latter.
directly involving the actual ceremony.
Okay, I'm done from my perspective.
I think if anybody is like really listening to Nodwick as his head's down, you'll just hear him kind of say under his breath, "Sorry for putting a horse in your room."
Oh, that's the most genuine apology.
Oh my gosh.
Alex, roll a d20.
Oh
What?
man.
You have inspiration.
19.
No fate dice. I just need a regular d20. Okay.
Yeah, 19.
For those of you that have seen death before,
Mm-hmm.
you notice a black smudge that kind of rises from mist on the other side of the fire, and it forms into this beautiful, bright red-headed, pale woman. And she raises her hand up, and as she raises her hand up, mist forms, and a transparent, ethereal Torvald shows up, and the shepherd looks down and goes, "You can say your last words." And she looks at Nodwick and just kind of nods gently.
He bows like he would.
He's going to look to everyone and look first to Esteron. Esteron, you've been a good friend, good companion. Thank you for sticking up for me when not a lot of other people did. I hope whatever pain you're trying to escape from, especially in the bottom of that bottle, stops haunting you one day. Ren, you're a greedy little fuck. But you've also got a heart. You care about the people close to you.
Oh, that's perfect that you would say that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That's very nice.
Also, you owe me 10 gold.
Mm. You're dead. What are you gonna spend it on?
Very right.
I thought that was 2.
People are waiting, Torvald.
Sorry. Sid, we definitely met. You gonna move on?
I feel like that's fair.
That's a good one.
I feel like that's fair.
Very
Yeah.
factual. Sid would like a very factual statement.
I'm gonna look at Nodwick, and Torvald is just going to nod at you. You had the chance to kill me, and you had every right to. I'm glad you didn't. For what it's worth. From what I can tell from her, not just giving out death is part of the job. It's knowing when to spare a life. And I think you've got that down pat, Nodwick. He's gonna step away and look at Elvis. You're a good man, Elvis. You spoke up to me for me after I did a horrible, horrible thing to you. That's forgiveness. That's worthyhood of a saint, in my opinion. You're a man with a troubled past, much like myself or Esteron, or anyone else here for that matter. But you're actively trying to be better. And I don't know the man you used to be, but I know you're nothing like him now. You are miles ahead of him. There's more miles to go, there always is, but it never hurts to look back at your progress and see where you came from and how far you've come.
Hey.
He's kind of gonna look quietly, and if I get the chance, do you want me to say anything to Shimi?
I'll see her soon, I'm sure. Find your family. Thank you.
He's gonna like just compose himself.
You feel a cold hand touch your shoulder, Torvald.
He's going to nod. I mean, he's going to have some heartfelt words with Thormor as well, but he's
yeah,
not
I'm
sure. But
I say what I want to say.
I say what I want to say. He will still. I would summarize it. Thormor's not here to roleplay it. Thank you for being a good friend, for forgiving me, and keep up that mean right hook, essentially.
The last thing you guys see as Torvald is drawn back into the shepherd's carriage is multiple children running up, super happy to see their father, screaming "Daddy," and then the image of the shepherd fades.
Interesting.
Guess we actually accomplished this mission after all.
Did we see a child with one arm?
I was gonna say,
Was there a young lad?
I
with one
asked you.
arm?
You know what?
I was trying to keep the feels going. Did we see an
I
armless?
just want to know.
Investigation check. Fuck it.
Look,
Yeah,
listen,
I was super curious. Dude.
Listen,
I-
at
we
least-
don't have
at
to
least it was
go on
branded.
this
No,
quest. If we don't have to go on this quest, I'm
That's
just
true,
saying.
That's true. If we wrapped it
Uh,
and we saw
8.
it.
22.
Oh my god.
Nodwick. You do, in fact, see a child running up to Nodwick,
Fucking
missing an arm.
All right.
Or Torvald, but yeah.
Or, yeah.
Wait,
You're a
y'all-
dad now, Nodwick. No, I'm kidding.
Surprise.
I just realized I combined.
You are the
yours
father.
and Dormer in that.
Oh my lord.
Nodwick uncharacteristically smiles as he sees the one-armed kid hugging Torvald as they vanish.
Nodwick,
Yay.
last thing in your ear is a whisper of, "I'm proud of you."
Thanks. Then he's gonna walk away.
After that response, the other last thing you hear is her turning to go, "What a dick."
Yay!
He
Goddamn.
doesn't know what to do with that.
As you
You know
turn,
what? Fair.
Just straight panic.
as you
That's what
turn
that was.
away from the pyre that you've set up on this cliffside, you can see past the Forgotten Library. In the sky is another what seems to be crack forming in the sky itself.
What do
Sid.
you think?
Sid.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
I won't attack this time, okay? I know that was a lot of issues.
I I don't think you could hit. I mean, if you can hit that portal from here, I'd
What
be
is that?
impressed.
About how far is this portal?
Like 300 feet.
Maybe I move a little bit.
I mean, yeah, if I got a little bit closer, I could.
Spell sniper.
That's not from here. And what?
Yeah, just like
Why don't we just don't
Ren?
shoot it?
If you shoot at a
I-
rift in the sky again, I'm going to push you off this cliff with no bad feelings.
I just said I wasn't going to. Okay, I was proving a point that I could if I wanted. Gosh,
Well, you already proved that point.
I'm just saying I'm deadly accurate.
Hmm.
Deadly.
Deadly.
You're better at the spell than I am. I will give you that title.
Thank you. Finally, recognition. Well, are we? Do we want to go inside for the thingy in the sky, or do we want to face it head on?
I would rather ignore it for now.
It's
We
very.
We
It's
fought
probably
Ren-
about that long at the moment.
Oh, so it's tiny.
Yeah. It's like just
mean-
starting to crack.
I mean, yeah, we probably got a while before it even is a problem. Let's go look for bugs.
Who
Right?
would even deal with something like that? Is there like some sort of wizard we can call upon?
I mean, if we smoke enough weed, I'm sure Alistair will show up.
Someone's-
I don't
DM?
think there's
Can't
enough
know.
weed in the world for that.
Yeah.
No,
Could I possibly guesstimate about how long the funeral pyre is going to take to burn out?
Intelligence check.
I like those. Let's see.
It
Let me pull
smells
up
like
my actual
bacon.
sheet for once.
It's really awful to say about a wereboar.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh no, it would smell how decent, bro.
It would smell pretty good. Ooh, ham, bacon, chops.
Work on that Torvald.
Tenderloin.
22?
22. Probably about a good 2.5, 3 hour continuous fire. You
All
are
right,
on a
yeah.
cliff slide. You built it on dirt, and there's really no foliage around you, so you could probably safe to say that you're going to be okay. If you were to leave.
Oh, I just. Okay, great. Then I will make note of how long it's probably going to take, and go off and follow what Ren said, because I do want to look at books. But I do want to come back to this when it's burnt out, because I need spell
Okay.
points.
I need his bones for a certain spell.
No, I just need
No,
ash
I
from
need
the
his
funeral
bones.
pyre.
I need his bones.
What are you gonna do to my body?
I need his
Nothing you
bones.
need to
Don't
worry
worry.
about?
Don't worry
Everything.
about it.
There won't
Clearly
be
another
bones left
skeleton.
of Ren.
That's what
How
you
do you
think.
know? How do you know Ren needs your bones for Ren?
What if that wasn't the shepherd guiding your soul?
No, it definitely was.
It's a
Not to
trickster
be like,
god.
no, I can confirm that.
No, that was yeah, for sure.
While you guys walk back to the Forgotten Library, you can kind of hear the rift cracking. Like, I mean, it essentially sounds like. You ever been in a thunderstorm where the lightning strikes like right on top of you?
Yes.
Because every time it cracks, that's what it sounds like.
About how long could we estimate it would take for this thing to open?
You have no earthly idea. None of you have any
Okay.
expertise on
That's fair.
interdimensional planes opening up.
Is there any kind of indication? Because we had fire last time. Is there any indication that could be the same or different?
Not at the moment. It's too small. It just looks like a sliver of sunlight in the sky at the moment.
Okay. Oh, so it's like lidded up.
Yeah, it looks like it's essentially looks like a piece of lightning that's just floating in the air but not going away.
That is
Well,
not good.
Well, perhaps these old scholarly type men in these here library might know something about this. They're smart, I guess. So maybe want to mention that on the way in.
They might know.
Well, either they will, or hopefully we can manage to track down a book in here that does.
Is it over the ocean or over the land?
It's a There.
Oh. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's very close.
You're not there yet,
Right.
but that's where it is. You're still on the back side of the library. This is the front.
Mhm.
Mm.
That was
I
a
don't know why I
big-ass
pointed at my
guy.
computer screen like you would know.
See that right there.
Harvey, didn't
This
did we
right
not
here.
close the last
This.
one?
No.
No, we
it's still
didn't, right?
it's still open.
But shit
Ooh.
comes out of it.
My bad. All right.
That
Well,
might not be good.
so I was just go in the library, close the doors, and put a bench in front of them.
Based off our last encounter with one of these openings, I don't think a bench will help. But there are lots of places to hide, and we should confront the old geezers inside because they may have read a lot more books than we have time to read.
Well, I mean, the bench was facetious. I was saying we barricade ourselves in. But you might be right. You might be right on that point.
We're gonna have to leave
Anyways.
eventually.
Oh, hey, we jumped up to 16 people. What up, peeps? Oh, hey, Bunny.
Hey, guys.
Bunny's here as always.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Bunny.
Bunny.
You missed my...
Yeah, Bunny, you've been here so long, you
Wait.
get personal shout-outs.
We love you, Bunny.
It's true.
And we know your mom loves Joe.
That's true. That's true. There's a couple other ones that'll pop up here that get personal shout-outs because they've been with us
I
since
think
day
I'm
one.
okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Triple dub.
Are you all gonna go inside then? I'm gonna sit
Man.
here and wait for that fire to
Oh,
be done.
shit. Alvis, you just got 200 bits.
Oh,
Hey,
Noise.
wow.
There's still, while you go in there, they're still,
Mhm.
like, damn near pissing themselves in the corner. They have not moved since you guys told them to flee.
I
Hey,
think Nodwick's staying outside, like by the door, the back door, just watching.
Okay, by the back door, not the front door. Got it. Is it over? Is the threat gone?
hey, look,
Oh, it's you!
lock
Peasant
it
girl!
into. Yes. We've been over this. The peasant girl who saved your life.
Right, thank you.
Anyways, there's a crack in the sky. Do you know anything about that? Last time that happened, there was like these big, they were tall, very tall, bigger than anybody in our group. They had like red hair.
Like giants.
Yes.
Yeah, you could just say giants.
I've never seen one before. I don't know if
Oh! Well,
they
they're in
were
this book.
gigantic.
Yes, they're giant.
Mm. So there's one outside, out front.
A
Not a
giant?
giant, a
No, the
riff.
crack. The crack. Can you close it? Slow it down? Be
We're
useful
not
in any way?
sure.
Mm.
Well, what do you know about those riffs?
We know that typically the rifts, this has happened once before. Many years ago. And it happened when the Void Stalker was unleashed upon
Mm-hmm.
the Earthal plane. And what the Void Stalker does is he converges all the planes
Mm.
onto the Prime plane, which we currently exist. And it's not great. Fire planes, if they're left open, they will start to heat up the surrounding areas, killing all the fauna. Water planes have opened up in the past. They just look like giant waterfalls that are constant.
Mm.
Don't get me started on the astral planes. Shadowfell, those portals are dangerous.
Right. Is there? Is
The only
Void
way they-
Stalker-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
This was a question to DM. Is
Oh.
the Void Stalker the one trapped in
Yes.
Blue Shield? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I always get them.
Well,
on the
as
names.
far as you know, the Void Stalker
Right.
is currently trapped.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for the names of my patron. I cannot find it.
The only way the portals were closed last time was the Void Stalker was defeated.
How did?
Bye.
Yeah.
a group of adventurers.
Oh,
So specific.
Jesus.
Thank you.
Well,
We
it
did.
happened very, very long ago, and the books that tell the tale of the adventurers are damn near lost.
Mhm. So not like the Lost Library where you can actually find it.
The
But
Forgotten
lost
Library, which we're currently in.
Sorry, I forgot.
But yeah, he was defeated, and upon his defeat, the portals closed. But I will say that if the Void Stalker is active,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to run under the assumption that he's going to have the same goal that he did last time, which was to essentially leave the plants and the animals, but everything else needed to be. I think when they talk about it and write it about it in the books, they use the term extinguished.
Right.
So,
a
like,
coal.
if you're a deer or a bunny or a palm tree, you're fine. But if you're not one of those type of beings, you will be mercilessly drained of your life force and eaten.
It's interesting when, because like he summons these portals, these rifts that destroy the land and destroys these deer and animals habitat.
No, he
and-
doesn't summon them. They're drawn to him.
I see. Okay, it's just a.
Yes, the
Thing
Void
that
Stalker shouldn't exist. Therefore, when he exists on the material plane, all the planes essentially kind of
Converge.
have a gravitational pull
Mhm.
towards him, and they just start opening.
How do you mean he shouldn't exist? What is like?
He was created by some of the lesser known gods, or the bad ones, like the Toomed Tide and those kind of people. Created him as an ultimate weapon for like Tordana and Vashthar and them to exterminate them. Because according to the Void Stalker and the Toomed Tide and the giant serpent, everybody should have the power of a god. And if they don't, then they should, be extinguished, like I said.
Right. Well, I mean, if everyone's a god, then surely no one's a god, right?
That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
How you say, too many cooks in the kitchen.
I see. Vying for power. I
And
see.
then the world just kind of,
Kapoots.
Yeah.
So the Void Stalker isn't necessarily a quote unquote god, lesser or greater. It was
Correct.
created by them.
Correct.
So surely there must be something that, could wound it, trap it again.
Yes. I don't think you were there, because I realized after your smarter friend came and talked to me that me calling you peasant girl was insulting. So you left.
But you still do it, so
It's a habit at this point.
bygones.
I was telling them that there are certain weapons that exist that are specifically designed and crafted by the gods, from the gods, to deal with these certain problems.
Oh yes, right. That sounds like a lot of trouble. Well,
as far as we know, there is one of these items per plane of existence. So there theoretically should be one here. There should be one in the fire plane, in the water plane, in the astral sea. The shit, all the planes, the hells. And they're guarded by, I guess, very old language. As far as we know, dragons of the same ilk. So I would assume that the axe that we told you about of the flamesmith that currently resides in the fire plane would be guarded by a dragon made completely of fire.
So bring a bucket of water. Got it.
A bunch of buckets.
Yes. Indubitably.
I don't know if that would even work, but I do understand your
Metaphor.
line of the humors.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, I'm pretty much tapped out of questions. Sid, I will leave these gentlemen to you. They're more your speed than mine, that's for sure. I'm
Fair
going to go
enough.
look for a book on sewing and sewing practices. The Forbidden Stitch, if you will.
Roll a d20.
I'm not going to go look for that.
Oh.
That was a lie, as I am known to do.
Jerk. Well, if you're going to do anything conspicuous or inconspicuous, let me know.
I will.
Like, type it to me.
Yep.
Hello, again. How are you? Thank you for coming.
Of course, happy to be here. Although you were in quite the predicament when we arrived, I really
Yes.
feel like you should have just waited a day or two for us to come along with you, so maybe that wouldn't have happened. And, well, Torvald might not be in a funeral pyre currently, but that's
Well,
only a negligible thing.
hindsight being 2020 and all, you're probably right. But this is a beautiful place, and it's got so many books in it. I thoroughly
Yes.
enjoy being here.
It's a very big shame that it's in such shambles now. It does make locating things a little more difficult. Do you have any
Granted.
plans in the future to fix that?
Yes, kind of. It'll take a while, but yes.
Of course.
Do you want to know them now?
I mean, you don't have to share, but I feel like
A lot
Starting
of
some sort of-
prestidigitation.
great. I do
And we
feel
will
like
bring in
a
teams
little bit
from
of,
the Holy
of
Island.
organization would help.
The teams from the Holy Islands are going to come in. A bunch of the clerics. They're going
Right.
to reapply the Dewey Decimal System to our books.
Oh, thank God.
And there
At
should
least
be,
someone around here understands.
and we should have a arcane tablet in the center, where you should be able to punch in the arcane code, and it, like a light pops up, and it guides you to where the book you're looking for is.
That sounds great. I don't think I've
I'm very
worked in a
excited.
library that's been quite that dramatic, but I'm sure it'll be useful.
I would think so. Right?
I mean, it should be. Much better than what you currently have going on, and Sid just gets like a
Yes,
plant
well, it's
and
been
a hot
abandoned for a
mess.
long time, okay?
Okay, well, above table, my fiance is home, so Sid is going to believe this conversation is concluded and go meander off to go look for a couple of books that he hasn't seen in a while, or maybe
Fair
something
enough.
that he hasn't seen ever.
Hey guys, I'd like to make an announcement. Sometimes my keyboard messes up and my D's are R's. And the only way to fix it is a full computer restart, but I will wait till break to do that. But if I type something out and there's a R where a D should be, that's why.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we could probably just deal with it.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a struggle.
That's funny.
Makes more sense now. These people are just kind of lounging about. About this time, you hear more of those thunder cracks.
I think Nodwick's gonna slowly meander over to Alvis. And just like sit. Is Alvis sitting? What is What is Alvis doing at this funeral pyre?
Yeah, he's just standing there. His arms are kind of on top of each other, and his head's just been down. He's just waiting for it to be concluded. I think
Yeah.
it's-
Nodwick's gonna just meander over and just kind of stand beside him looking at the fire. And just kind of like... Did I make the right decision here?
Who's to say? Your god thinks so. Do you?
I mean, he told me he didn't want to be revived. He didn't want to be brought back. But I can't lie and say that part of this wasn't personal. Like, I don't know if I'm doing it, I don't know if I didn't revive him because it's what he wanted, or if it's because of what I wanted. I don't know why I didn't. And I know Thormore's pissed.
But we're not going to live our lives by other people's moral codes. We live it by our own, which is why I asked, how do ye feel? At the end of the day, he didn't want to be revived, and you honored him in that way. No, Duke, he didn't do anything wrong.
If the
It's tough to
roles,
say.
if the roles were reversed, do you think he would have brought me back?
Assuming you had the conversation with him, would you have told him that you'd wanted or no?
I don't think I would have answered if somebody asked, because I don't know.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Torvald was a stubborn, boar. He was boorish. He would have revived you because he wanted to, too. Honestly, knowing that you wouldn't have answered and that you don't know, that just proves you're just a kid. Probably would have revived you.
So
How do you feel?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm worried about these rifts in the sky. I'm worried about this cult that's obviously stalking me. I don't know what comes next after this. We found the library, which is what Sid wanted. I believe Esteron wanted to come here too. But at the end of the day, what does this accomplish for us? What's next? Where do we go from here?
Are you in a moral conundrum? You're talking about what to do next. Like, we're not just living life. Not that everything has to be so, story-esque, so perfect. But right now, I'm just doing what I think is right. I don't need to decide every day that I'm gonna save someone or go do a grand adventure. Ludwig, it's okay to sometimes just do. Doesn't always need a purpose.
I guess that makes sense.
I have a feeling, knowing what I know about you and how you worship, you don't do a lot of for you. And maybe think on that. Maybe take the time to evaluate what you're gonna do next for you. Not because I'm gonna go save the world, or because Adonius is gonna go rob a library, or Esteron's gonna go find a bottle to steal or to buy. Doesn't matter. What are you gonna do? What's next for Nordwick?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Fucking Logan. Don't act like you're not gonna throw some stuff in your bag, Logan.
There's more.
Not stealing if they're letting us peruse.
There's more thunder strikes, by the way.
I feel like we're gonna end up having to deal with that, is what I think's coming next.
Well, if we're forced on some type of, I don't know how to describe it, but, plan our journey. Even if you feel like we're going in one way, and you have no choice in the matter, decide what you get out of it. Come to me if you don't know, but talk through. I've lived enough life now to understand that not everything needs a reason. I've lived my best life in the last 4 or 5 years. The first 200 have not held a candle to this last 5.
God, I'm glad I won't live that long.
I don't know how to respond to that, to be honest.
Sorry.
It's weird outliving most people. But what's weirder is that your story is not done, so nobody sings tales of what you've done.
So what you're saying is we need a bard.
Alex. In comes off a riding pony.
Riding Freebird.
Ludwig, why don't you
Jumps
just
on
stand
you,
here
he's
with
the
me and let's have a quiet moment. Thanks for coming to me. It made me feel better. I don't know why. Thank you, I guess.
You're welcome.
Albus is gonna
next.
attempt to put an arm over your shell. Like if there's no shrug off, he's gonna be like,
Yep, he doesn't. He just stays there.
At this point, the two of you that are currently outside can start seeing flames lick the side of the rift.
Oh.
We should probably find Esteron and tell him about this at least.
I don't feel right abandoning the pyre until the fire is fully gone. Out of respect for see him gone to full. Why don't you go get everybody and we'll decide.
Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna go find Esteron and everybody and be like, I'm just gonna go to everybody. Nodwick's gonna find everyone and be like, there's fire coming out of the portal. There's fire coming out of the portal.
Again?
Thanks,
Worse, this place is gonna burn.
thanks, Paul Revere. That's a joke for my American folks.
I got it. So
So,
if
I only know that name from a song. I have no idea.
That's enough.
the
That's-
British are
that's enough.
coming. The British are coming.
yeah,
Dude.
if
Yeah.
What Esteron said, if it's more flamey people and they come here, all the books go up in flames, and we haven't learned anything about the celestial echoes yet.
The weapons, yes.
Yes.
That would be terrible. Shall we? Well, they're giants, right? Isn't
I don't know.
Tormor part giants? Well, the smart people said they're giants. The nerds that huddled in a corner and
The smart
resided
people
their
said
fate.
what you described was giants.
Yeah, surely they speak. Thormor's like part giant, right? Right? Or am I getting
No,
confused?
I mean,
I believe
Thorm-
so. He taught me how to speak it.
Oh, you speak giant, so maybe we can
Thormor is
communicate.
part giant, but I don't think the giant, if it is giants that are coming out of the portal again, I don't know that
Yeah.
giants like little giants.
It's an ego thing with them. Trust me.
I agree with Nodwick. I don't necessarily think they're open to conversation.
Well, that seems just wrong.
I mean,
At the same
Wait.
time, though, we can try. You ask first, swing later, or vice versa if you know the threat already. And we kind of don't.
So you're telling me shoot first, ask questions later, like I did, and then I got chastised for?
Only if you know what it is what I'm saying, Renesia. If you don't know, that's when it's questions first, then fire.
I knew it wasn't good.
I mean,
A portal to fire
It could have been
dimension?
an angelic chorus or whatever. I don't know, some sort of light being that could have been all right.
There was fire spilling out of the sides. I don't think an angelic being is gonna have
I could.
It's just
flames
like
that
rubbing
are
his
ever
Maybe it's a
burned.
right
hot
now.
climate. I don't know.
Nodwick's gonna
I'm-
pull out a bag of hobbit grass. Be like, I could offer them drugs.
I think you need an Alistair amount for their size,
Are you guys still in the library?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
mingling and arguing. I
Shall
think
we-
Albus is still outside, though.
Shall we go outside and see what the heck is going on?
Let's
Right, so
bring
you
those
come to the
magic
portal.
lads, and they can help us assess it.
Are we
No
sure
more
that's a
enough.
good idea? Only because I feel like, A, they're not quite as useful in a fight as they might pretend to
did-
think they are. And secondly, do you not think they're just going to turn around and run the moment things get a little warm?
I don't expect them to fight. I just wanted their help to at least assess and look at it and see what its current status is.
I mean, if they could use at least one spell that could do some damage, that's one more spell than was previously cast.
I mean,
The
we are.
force cage they did.
I mean, we are down a meat shield after all, Sid.
Yes.
This is true.
So I will stand behind them if it comes to that.
That's fair.
And then you can get some boots after.
No, theirs looked very like slippers, like not very thick in the soles.
Not
great
good
for
for travel.
walking.
Rich
Yes.
people bitch a lot, trust me.
Yeah, they were wearing like
They
Air
will be
Force
comfortable.
Jerusalems.
Yeah, very not great for rocky terrains. Kind of shit.
No.
I will take the robes though. Those are nice. Those are high quality robes. A gal knows her silks.
Now, I know it was mostly said in jest, but do we want to try actually smoking them out with the drugs as if they were bees?
Just
I don't know
throw
if
it
the
in there.
smoke. It will burn nicely, but I don't know if smoke will get fire beings as harshly as us.
It might get them high.
I mean, if we.
If it works, it works.
I mean, I do
Did it
have a
once.
bag of the rainbow.
Mm,
I have rainbow
ah,
drugs.
You mention this.
Taste the rainbow.
Let's go outside and get Alvis's.
It ain't raining, but you'll see the rainbow.
It ain't raining, but you'll see a bow. That's for sure.
Wait,
Red
would
will
that-
try and eat you.
Wait, would the rainbow one just turn the flame astronauts into like rainbowish colors? That'd be so.
RGB Atronach. Oh,
If it did, at least it'd be cool while fighting them.
that'd be
Yeah.
a dope ass fight.
All right, we're
Be a r-
gonna head outside.
We're going outside. We go outside to meet up with Alvis.
Be like a rave fight.
Okay, so you go around. Alvis is still at the back. At this point, the funeral pyre Sid is dying down pretty good. Alvis, you should feel content at this point.
Buddha, thank you.
Anybody who's paying attention, probably Alvis and or Nodwick or anybody else who's just like watching Sid do something, he would just go over to the funeral pyre and just like scoop up a good couple of chunks of the ashes and do a little container for himself and then stuff it back in his bag for later.
What are you doing?
Magic.
Spell components.
Oh,
What spell is that?
That's a great question. What spell was it again? I think it's my new spell, the fancy new spell that I got.
hey.
Need the ashes of a really good friend, yes.
Yep, it is
Specifically
my
says
fancy new
ashes of a
spell.
homie.
Ashes of a mortal enemy.
Technically, it's ashes from a funeral pyre. Listen, I'm just an opportunist. You know, we didn't have to spend coin to get
It's
it.
eco-friendly.
The rift is now like pulsating.
So we're gonna try and talk to them, right? Hopefully they speak one of our languages, surely.
I mean, we can try. That's for sure.
Just
We
ask,
gotta be
you know,
careful.
hey, fire guys, you mind not burning down the flammable books? Oh, actually, hey, fire guys, can you pick up this gold book? It'll give you all the knowledge on our realm. This glowy book.
I mean, Omar could always grab the book from before. If he's still cursing, just throw it at him.
What are we
Could
doing?
mage hand it.
Why do we care about a rift? Are we gonna do something about it, or are we gonna joke about it?
I mean, if they start to head towards the library, we're gonna do something about it.
Hey,
Because
I suggest
we're
it's just
here.
observe for now.
we're here to protect the library, then.
Well, I mean, it has knowledge to help us find the celestial echoes, so it's useful.
There are things that are of use.
We could always come back for other tasks.
I mean, if something were to happen to those Seiji people, we could make this our new Misfits Manor.
That
And
sounds a bit
kings don't have
corrupt.
this books.
Well, I think we could probably do that anyways. They're kind of pushovers. I mean, if
Hey.
we wanted to go the hostile route, we could just ask to crash a couple days, couple nights.
So are you doing it for a personal gain, or for what?
I mean, this is the most knowledgeable place in the world with information spanning centuries, and we have a cult, possibly ancient evil semi-gods returning. Like, having this place is beneficial not to just us, but to, like, the world.
I'm not arguing about the reason to protect the library. I'm asking what our purposes are. I heard two things. One, it would be beneficial for the world to keep it here. Two, let's kill the priests and take over.
I did not say
You
that.
tell me which one sounds better.
I did not suggest we kill the priests. I said if something happens to them, we could make this the new Misfits Manor.
Somebody else inferred heavily.
I just said hostile.
Okay.
I didn't say killing. You can strong arm someone without killing them.
I mean,
It's
we
called
could
being a
just-
bully.
We could just coexist. What?
I said if we need to as well. It's a hypothetical. Oh my.
Esther, please. What do you think we should do?
Thank you.
The library is big enough for everybody, to a point where artifacts lose touch with each other, hence the earrings. I think there's enough room for both parties. We should observe this crack merely, and the moment we see that that shit is too hard to deal with, we get the hell out of here and fuck the library. But if it's something we can deal with, as we've dealt with big threats before, then let's wage our options.
Hey,
No one's killing anyone.
how about this? I propose then, and we go and check on this portal, peer inside even. If there's things trying to come through, we prepare and we understand. If not, it will become an issue in the future. Well, I still think we break into parties of two. Sidonius and Ren, maybe you two can go find books on the artifacts. And if all shit breaks loose, we run. At
But
least
we'll
we
be-
find books.
We'll be down in the library though. Like our chances of escaping if shit goes sideways are going to be slim because it's a much farther distance from way underground.
Oh, how deep is the library? Actually, I guess I might have missed that because I wasn't here that section. I thought it was just like all
Big ass underground
You're muted.
library.
DM's
You're muted,
but
Dylan. Wow.
wow.
Oh,
If the
My
library,
deepest apologies.
if something goes wrong and the library collapses, they are trapped
Yeah.
under tons and tons of rock
Are we
underground.
talking like Avatar, like big ass library underground? So
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I as a player didn't know that, but
Okay.
okay.
I impolitely described the library's layout to Alvis.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So not
So-
like a public library. It's a wee bit bigger than what I was thinking.
It goes pretty far underground.
Well,
Frankly, I don't know.
no, I'm not saying it's a good idea, but if we did get trapped that far down, so long as we didn't get crushed and we had some kind of spare rations and or water around, I do have a spell that can travel a decent amount of length.
Hmm.
So we would theoretically be able to eventually get out if we didn't get crushed.
If you
Or
when you say
starve.
eventually,
That's a big if.
what's the time on the eventually? Days, weeks?
Well, I can do it twice in a day. So
Mhm.
we could only go about 1,000 feet or so in a day
So
using
that's-
that
Yeah.
spell.
You get out in a day then.
We get out. Interesting.
Vertical 1,000. So
And if whoever built this place was smart and the amount of books here they have to be, I'm sure there's some sort of index or library map. And if shit goes sideways, there could be some ways to get out of here.
The books
Gotta
are
think they
There
made it.
used to be.
all over the place.
With this
Does
much
anybody-
knowledge, people would want it. There has to be an escape route.
Hold on. Does anybody else have any teleportation type magic that allows them to bring one other person?
I can do that twice a day as well, but it's 90 feet.
Hey.
So
So then
not
I
great.
stand by what I said. The two of you can go. We don't know how much time we have left with this portal. It could be days, hours. Who knows? Just go.
Minutes.
It could be, but we don't have a god shaking their heads, telling us yes
Ren,
or no.
If it's
Do you
minutes,
still
we'll
have
call
health
upon them.
potions?
Yes, quite a few actually.
Great. At least that's one concern solved.
In fact, I have 7 normal health potions.
Wonderful, a stockpile.
Ha-
Well, then we
I've
don't
had
have to
these the
worry
whole
about
time.
taking Nodwick with us then.
I also have the moon change potions, but those won't do any of us good because we're not shapeshifters.
Do we want to do it or not?
Also, I would also like to point out that we did fight a Bahir and 2 Remerhars 3 or 4 hours ago. We're still kind of beat up. My magic is a little depleted.
Oh yeah, did I? I did. I can teleport once today.
Depends what comes out of that rift.
I completely forgot. What if?
Lots of
How
Speed
about?
that
juice
it's
in the tank.
with the speed that it's opening, I don't think we have time for a cute little nap.
Aye. So, do we fight or do we leave?
I will say that if you want to take a long rest with the funeral pyre, I will allow you to.
That could be
a
part of
long
it.
Rest. Perfect.
Short
Okay.
rest.
Oh, short.
Which is
yeah.
a long rest for us elves, anyway.
Short rest, so about an hour.
1 hour. I'll take a.
About
I
an
mean,
hour.
I will definitely
You
do
could,
that.
use, you could use hit dice if you wanted to.
Guess who's still at full?
If it's only an hour, then I don't technically get a long
no, you need 4 hours.
You do not.
Roll.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have 2 casts of Thunderstep. Then
Aye. Sidonius, if there's not enough time based on what you're saying with how fast it's going to open, I'm only asking, do we stay in here and fight? Or do we leave? Because if it's going to be a massive army coming through, we don't have time to run. We will die.
oh, I mean,
Not disagreeing with that, but losing the library when we still have so many questions would be not
Oh.
quite the worst thing that's happened in my life, but certainly on the list.
I don't think it's going to be an entire army. Apparently, these rifts open when the Void Stalker is free, so they might just be as confused as we are and like, oh, what's this? I'm going to go through it. Oh, look, it's green over there and
Mm.
stuff. I don't think it's gonna be a mobilized army. Maybe a few units. Like
Albus
last time.
looks to
Did you look at my notes, Brandon?
That's just off the dome, baby.
Albus looks at Estron.
Hey, so to the front then. I guess it's clearly what's going to happen here.
He's gonna draw his shield and his hammer.
I don't think that we have much of a choice. We're going to protect the knowledge of the worlds. Aye.
We can always lure them away. We have to run anyway. So at the worst case scenario, we may still be able to save this place.
I mean, they are giants, but I do have my Marky Moo here. He's pretty quick. I could lead him on a chase and then quickly teleport away with Marky Moo. Like, go a roundabout. Leave him befuddled.
May not be giants again, but whatever it is, that's a good idea.
I do
Let
have,
me know when you guys get to the door.
I don't have visibility.
Which
I
door?
do
The
have
portal, you mean?
No, the front door of the library.
I'll draw both my blades before we
So
reach
back
it,
where I had you guys.
and I'll say to Alvis,
I'm confused. No. So you're
you can
saying
keep
going back into the library?
No, you guys were out back with the funeral pyre.
And the portal's in the front?
Portal is out front.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
So Sid and I went.
we saw it
and-
from the back in the sky. It's just really
Yes.
big.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Sure.
Sid and
sure.
I went in, and then you guys from the back came in, got us, and then I assume we went to the front and are standing outside, hands on hips, like.
Well, he told us to let him know when we were just about.
Yeah,
to
if
go.
you guys are out front, I'm fixing to do something.
Yeah, that's what I was. Sorry,
Yeah.
the map
Okay.
confused me.
That's that's fine.
Albus heard what Sidonia said and basically was like, "Well, and fuck it, we're gonna do this anyways." I don't know.
Okay.
what fucking about it.
Spidey
Let
said
it-
something doesn't add up here. We're gonna get hurt.
Have
Me
we
and my dice.
committed the short rest?
Well, I mean, you guys could take it anyway because you guys were around the funeral pyre for a while.
Oh, okay, sick. Then I'll just use my arcane recovery now then.
Very nice. I have my
Let's
spell
do a
slots
double
back.
take there.
So, those of you that are around the front door, you notice a couple puffs of flame and then a average-sized humanoid like tumbles from the portal and kind
I
of
was just
lands kind of superhero-ish, but not really. And as you're looking, you see could be humanoid. It's got legs. It's got arms. It's got like a crimson or a red shirt and cloak. It's got these crazy looking gold and red glasses, and like a I don't know what you want to call it. I'm going to call it a turban, like a red bandana almost. He's got a bow, and he looks at you guys and what?
He starts sprinting and says in a different language.
Oh, shit.
Does any of you speak Primordial?
I do.
Cool.
I
You
don't.
understand? He's saying, "Run, run the fuck away!"
Oh no.
This is great. So yeah, Albus is coming out of these front doors, shield out, Warhammer like starting to spin. And you start running at him. He's like,
Oh, he's saying the run. I told you.
I'm gonna let
About the
everyone
time he
pass.
says run, you see two other entities, female entities with these crazy looking whips, wings, horned helmets, and armor kind of fly out.
You good there,
and
Joe?
You hear them both go,
"Where?"
"Where is he? He stole them. He stole all of them. Where is he? Find him now." And two, well, you guys don't know.
Yeah. So I heard the whip flip. That's why I just said, "Fuck it, listen."
Yes, you heard Alex's new character go fucking run.
Yeah.
Quite
Nodwick
some
is just
voluptuous babes out of the portal.
so it's just the three, me, Alvis, and Esteron, right?
Yeah.
I
Yes, Brandon,
assume
they will hurt you,
Thormore's
but not in
there,
the
too.
fun way, though.
And then the new Torvald, the not Torvald, is running. Not
Could just
Torvald is
say.
running at us, yelling "run!" And Alvis says he's saying "run." Yeah, I think Nodwick's just gonna look at everybody and be like, I feel like we should run.
Back in the building, out the back door. Sounds good. I open the
You
door.
guys aren't there. I thought you and Sid were not there.
No, we all
No,
went.
everyone
in,
went
'cause they
'cause
came
Oh,
and
okay.
got
Yeah.
us.
Okay.
We
I
cast
did
the
my
plan aside.
thing.
Yeah, we cast the plan aside because Sidonia said it's probably gonna be a few minutes.
Okay,
for
then
the
if
world to basically.
everybody's there, I think Nodwick's just gonna look at everyone and be like, do we run? Do we fight? Those things look violent.
Inside, maybe. Closed door.
What are they? Does anyone know?
I think maybe inside, and then we can try and figure it out.
Can I? Oh,
I'm so big.
I don't want. Look at him.
Can I tell what these things running at us are?
Intelligence or intelligence check.
I think they're called mommy.
Religion?
You should have control of your guy, Nodwick. Or shit. Alex.
Alex.
Oh, intelligence is
Wrong
the
on both
same
fronts.
Regardless. That is
tired.
gonna be a 19.
19? Yeah, I would think you would in your learned abilities. These are two Aaron yeses.
Heron, yes is. Am I right, fellas?
I just said they will hurt you, but not in the fun way.
That's fun to me.
Yeah, Nodwick is just
Damn,
gonna kind of look at them. He's gonna look at the rest of everybody and be like, "Those are Aaron yeses. I think they're like demons or devils. They're pretty tough.
They're currently scanning around.
We should
Inside.
go back inside and let."
How close? How sorry, DM. How close is what the fuck is Alex's character? His name should be.
You don't know yet.
Humanoid.
How
Just
how close?
Alex's character.
Is this accurate on the map?
Yeah, it's accurate.
Cool.
Alex has control of his character now.
Aldous steps forward because I heard the creature say, "Where is he? Where is he?" And I create a massive fog layer around us. For anyone that's in the fog, it's heavily obscured unless you're within 5 feet of me.
So the Aaron yeses start going directly towards the fog.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a fucking massive library in front of them, so I'm assuming they were gonna head this way anyways.
So with that, can I roll a stealth and try and duke out of a way that the Aaron yeses wouldn't see my character?
Well, you're
So they
currently
go
heavily
around it.
obscured. So
They can't see you anyway.
Yes. But what I'm trying to say is, can I stealth out of it before
Slip out
before
the
they would like
fog.
see? Yeah, before they would see around the fog or anything. Like get
Well-
into the building.
I think that's why he put the fog where it is.
Oh, okay.
Because he put it right here in this entryway between the two towers, I assume.
It's like
Yeah.
a movie where, we see this fog goes out and then we just see a little poof run up the side.
Yeah, just in Primordial. We're the company. Get inside.
I'm gonna say, thank you. I'll ask for your name later. And just keeps running.
What's going on? I can't see more than normal.
Once he passes me, Aldous is gonna start moving himself inside. I'm assuming everyone else is going inside because that's what you guys communicated, or did I just fuck you guys outside?
Oh,
I've
yeah,
been
no.
opening the door and running inside. I am.
Yeah, Sid was in the building before the fog got dropped because he saw
Yeah.
those things and went, "I don't want no part in that."
He was running towards me. My hand was on the door, like, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, we're on the same level for that.
Yep. The back line stays in the back.
So
Yeah.
you guys all successfully get inside, avoiding that battle, you jerks.
You're welcome.
Yay.
I'm not happy.
We can go fight it if you
I
want.
mean, they can still be searching for us.
I mean,
Oh, they
it is
are.
just a wood door blocking them. So, and if Baldur's Gate taught me anything, the wood doors are the strongest opponents. So,
Hmm.
30, yeah.
If there's anything
30.
I've ever learned from D&D, it's that my greatest enemy is trying to get through a door.
That's
An
not true,
unlocked,
and not a puzzle. It's
mundane-
unlocked.
Doesn't have to be locked. Does not have
Lockpick,
to be
no.
locked.
Powder bomb.
So you guys are successfully back in the library,
Let's go.
and Anybody with a passive perception higher than, actually, you know what? It's huge, so never mind. You would notice he has a thin, probably about that thick, and about that long wooden box.
What's in the
Oh, wait,
box?
that thick, that long. Is
Yeah.
it like a
Like,
wand?
open it like this.
Oh,
So
okay.
from the top to the bottom, it's about that wide, that long, and the two layers are like this. So if it's sitting down, it's about that tall.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
So it's like a wand-ish. It could be a wand.
Could be a lot of
Or-
things.
or something.
Shaped
No,
like-
it's bigger than
Elvis-
that.
Ask him what's going on.
like size-wise.
I think that's what we're probably going to be on the move here.
And then he'll look to this. I don't even know what race are you? I
You don't know yet. He's
You don't know
completely
yet. I'm
covered.
completely covered.
completely
wrapped up.
covered. Oh, fantastic!
I
Yeah,
would
here,
like
hold
to-
on. Let me blow him up again.
Yeah,
so
blow him
you
up
guys
real
can
quick.
see.
Let me look this guy.
all our food keeps blowing up.
Oh, he's very.
And
That's
that-
clearly sand people.
That was my
that's
first
Austin
option.
wearing-
Sand people.
Austin
Yeah, the
He's
custom
is
sand people.
Kafia.
Kafia, okay.
That was insane.
In Primordial, Alvis will be like,
You speak in the common tongue or no?
And in the common tongue is like, yeah, I speak of the common tongue. Thank you so much for the spog. That was really, really helpful. You all are weird. Can I hide somewhere, please? They're, kind of. I don't want them to find me. This is really important, please.
All you
Do
hear from
not-
outside the door is, "Where is he? This fucking fog."
Hey,
I
DM,
go.
We could try to
I'm gonna-
fight them. Can you fight?
I would like to stealth, please,
Uh,
and
From,
hide
from
where
when
I'm
I'm
at.
I do hit and run tactics. I kind of like to hide and then strike. I'd rather hide first and then strike if I need to.
I can
Okay.
cast a darkness spell on the doorway, so when they enter, they'll still be blinded.
Oh wow, that's really cool, actually.
Yes,
Yeah,
but how-
please do so.
Get out of the way, everyone. Cast darkness, 15
If
feet.
nobody wants to ask him why the fuck he came out of a flaming portal.
Not important right now.
No, very important.
Look,
Hey.
I'm from a
No,
different
no,
place.
no,
okay?
no. You came out of a portal, and then those two things came out after you, demanding to find you.
Yes.
You linking up with us does not mean good things, pal.
Look, you don't even. If I hide from them, if they don't find me, they'll go on. They'll leave you all alone. They have no quarrel with you. They don't even know you've helped me.
So you're saying is we should just give you to them so they leave us alone.
Oh God, you guys are no help. Look, I just.
Oh,
this
I'm
really-
sorry. Are we supposed to be helpful to a random person that just came out of a rift and then brought two demonic women with him who want to kill him? We're the problem here?
Wow, you're very sassy. I don't like you. Anyway,
The feeling is mutual.
That's gonna happen a lot, actually. in
Worse
this,
things could have
group.
come out of that. That's all I'm saying.
what's with the pimple in your forehead, by the way? The big.
You said about your eye tattoo.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Oh,
Sid's
okay.
just kind of looking at him like he's fucking stupid. You should get a new prescription for those goggles of yours.
No, not right now. Well, there's a lot less smoke in here. Anyway, I'm going to try and hide.
Mhm.
Help me or not, I'd appreciate it if you would, though. Please. Just.
What do you have to offer? You got coin?
No. Wrong way, Renazia. No.
Well, I mean,
Look, this is
No.
very important if I do this.
This
I'm,
What I mean,
this is how business works. You give
Hey.
coin to a trader. He
This
gives
is a
you
human life.
right.
Calm down.
are you sure?
So is the leather armor. Animal life, but the leather armor that I wear is also.
What is your name?
is she talking about wearing me as armor?
I don't know.
I might if you don't act right.
What's your name?
Sorry, and he's going to take off the kafee, pull down the mask and everything. And you're
Alright,
going to
hold on.
see.
Hold on. You keep going. I'm just gonna blow your token up.
You see a young man, maybe in his late teens, early 20s, copper skin. And I don't mean like copper tan, I mean like copper shiny.
Hmm?
With bright orange eyes and hair that is not hair, it's just a flaming mane of orange and red. he's looking at you, and he's very young, and he has like big smile lines on his face already. He has a very genuine, warm, caring expression. I am Sparkus Flameheart. Pleasure to meet you all. My friends call me Sparks. And I... Look, let's just say this wooden box is very important to certain people who really don't need it. Like, really shouldn't have it. Okay? That's all I really want to say.
Would you consider, Sparky, these guys are bad guys that shouldn't have this box?
Yeah, they're slavers.
But are they on the fire realm or this realm?
Does that matter?
Kind of. I live in this realm, not the other one.
Hey, we're gonna story behind you. Let's all just. The library has depth, right? We hide in the library for a year, but half a day. Ask them all the questions you want later. We have immediate concern now.
I have an idea. Okay, this might be. This is a long shot, and it might sound crazy. Why don't we take what is in the box out, put something of similar weight and shape into the box, and give them that? Maybe they won't check it until they leave. If they do check it and turn hostile, we just kill them.
Look, they're definitely gonna check it, and
so we get a surprise on them. When they open the box, we jump them.
Austin, are the mage guys like the sages in this room?
Oh yeah, they're extra cowrie now.
Look, can you guys just not turn me invisible? If they don't see me, we're fine. I can explain the whole thing. I'll pay you whatever. Please, help me out, please.
So if we turn you invisible, they're just gonna go away?
I think they saw you running towards us and then fog and then nothing.
Well, I don't know. It depends on how you guys speak it up. I mean...
Alright.
Hey!
You go hide in a corner. Well, let the grown-up sort it out, I guess.
Austin.
I'm gonna look at Alvis and be like, is she for real? She's like my age.
Nodwick is gonna yell to one of the sages, do one of you have a bag of holding?
Yes.
Can I have it?
I get you.
Can I
Open it.
borrow it?
Oh, no.
Why?
Because we cleared out this place of a Bahir and Remmerhauses for you.
Saved your lives.
Wow!
Persuasion check.
What's a Rimmeras?
I don't know. Some lightning lizard. I don't know. Killed her friend.
Persuasion check.
No. The Bahir killed him because it swallowed him.
Fireman.
Right.
That's not great. That's only a 10.
No.
Okay, fine. We burn this place to the ground if you don't let him do it. Can I
No,
roll
we
persuasion?
No,
Intimidation check.
I will do intimidation.
There's a moment of panic on Sid's
Actually,
face right now.
my intimidation's better than persuasion. 18.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you. I wink at Sid.
Sure.
All right.
Wow, I blink at
So
Sid.
the door. Nodwick's gonna look at at Estra and be like, "Do you know Mage Hand?"
No, I've never learned that.
Sid, do you know Mage Hand?
I do know Mage Hand.
All right, here, take this bag of holding.
All right.
Nodwick is gonna walk over to the door and open the bag of holding and just set it there, and then walk back away to beside Sid and be like, "As soon as they come through the door, put that bag in that bag."
Oh, Jesus.
I was afraid this was your plan, but I'm glad you didn't ask me for my bag of holding.
Well, why would I waste
Great.
yours? And we don't have a chef anymore, so we don't need the bag of holding.
I did honestly. I forgot the bag of holding existed, so I appreciate the thought.
Wait. Aren't there dragon hearts in there? We could use those.
No, we
Good
sold
money.
those.
Oh, is it empty? Do we make sure it's empty? I want to be 100% sure. There's
Yeah, the
nothing we can
ghost
sell.
of Torvald. Is the bag of holding empty?
What's in?
Yeah,
I don't know what you did to my corpse afterwards.
That's
yeah.
fair.
So yeah, it's empty. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's empty.
Oh my.
All right.
You hear them outside the door speaking. They're essentially saying that, do you think he went in here? And one of them's like, well, this is really dilapidated. and it doesn't make a lot of sense for somebody to hide in here. The structure could fall at any minute. And then you don't hear footsteps, but you do hear the faint beating of wings getting quieter and quieter.
Never mind. I'm gonna close the bag of colding, put it back on my hip, take the bag back, and give it back to the sages.
I stage whisper, guys, it might be a fake out. They might still be outside, so we must move quietly. I can silence the door so no noise can pass through it.
Why don't you
so we can
silence
move quiet.
us for a little bit?
Well, then we can't communicate.
We don't need to. We know if they come through the door, we fight.
Messenger.
Won't work under silence.
Aw, damn it.
But
you have
if
to
I-
You don't have one.
If I silence the door, noise can't pass through that area. And so then it would have to pass through the stone, which is considerably denser. And so the noise won't pass through as well.
I'm sorry. I'm
You're
just
really
having
being
a
smart,
hard
Nicholas.
time, and I'm getting a wee bit frustrated. Why the fuck are we talking about silence or not? Who the fuck cares? We just argued whether we ought to save the library. We just argued whether or not we're going to help a fucking stranger who needed it. Really?
I didn't argue. I was gonna help them the whole time. That's why I put the bags by the door.
I
So
like
was
you too. You're really cool.
He could provide useful in the future.
We are down a man.
Barks, you said?
Yeah.
May I look at this box?
Okay. I do want it back, please.
I wasn't going to steal it.
I mean, no offense, you guys outnumber me. If you wanted to steal it, I don't know how much I could do.
I had the exact same thought, actually.
We're not stealing
Well,
the man's
lucky
box.
for you, most of us have a
Looking
moral
at it.
compass.
Not all, but most.
I don't like the way you said that. That was very
You shouldn't.
concerning. The pimple guy is creepy. Anyway, here you go.
Okay, but before any of that,
Yeah.
why do you have the box? And what were you doing over there?
Oh,
Like
Uh,
story time, buddy. Story time.
sure. And I'm going to sit on a table, kick some old books out of my way, and just sit there, like Indian style. So, long story short, I stole from a very powerful person in the fire plane, and I live there. Actually, I was born there. Believe it or not, crazy, right? The hair gave it away, right? I lived there my whole life. I have no idea actually where I'm at. What plane is this?
The material plane.
The normal one.
Prime material.
Normal by your definition. It's really cold here.
Well, I mean, we don't really have it like an
Okay,
element.
Story.
Anyway. Let's just say I stole from a very powerful person
Mhm.
this item, and they really want it back. Now, I did
Really?
it for good reasons.
Mhm.
With these rifts coming open, without that, I don't think he can come here. And that's a really good thing for both you guys and me.
What is this item? Is it a
Yes,
key?
it's still holding his hand
Is
out
it,
for the box.
Is it a gem? Like, what are we dealing with? If you
It's
could tell
a tuning fork, and I will open the box for you.
You see in the box. Oh, it actually said make an intelligence check. Anybody that's looking in the box, make an intelligence check.
Hell yeah.
Well, shit.
Now you're all mind flayers. You fell into my trap.
Ren is now insane and delusional.
Is this
more than
related
normal.
to stone?
I got a 3.
That is
No, 4.
a 14.
Technically, yeah, actually.
14.
23?
Got
Not 1 with plus
17.
3.
13 plus 1.
It's the lowest roll I've ever rolled on a normal check.
Okay, just save your numbers.
Initiatives. I don't know. Negative.
Who rolled above a 15? Wow.
Oof.
Okay.
I was one under.
15 plus 2.
Those of you that rolled a 15, You are currently looking at a tuning fork for each individual plane of existence. There's one tuning fork for every plane there is, laid out side by side in this case that he's got. Ren,
Hello.
I do need you to roll a d20 though.
Oh shit. Hot dice, hot dice, hot dice. Big money. Ooh, 19.
How did you steal
19.
this? And who did you take it from? That's so important that you refuse to name.
I close the box. How I stole it is not really of your concern.
No, it is.
Why?
You've now included us in your little clown show, so you get to share all the details.
Clown show. That's one way to categorize a revolution, I suppose.
Because of the curse, Ren, and you rolled a 19, you gain the benefits of a long rest.
Ooh, that does literally nothing. I'm at full HP and max.
So,
But
thank
there's
you. I
this
appreciate it.
guy in the fire plane who is kind of the emperor of it all, the flame emperor.
Mhm.
I may have stolen this from him,
Right.
and he
Why?
looks really proud, actually,
So-
as he's saying this.
You did this for a revolution to end the
Well, the flame emperor and
mistreatment.
no, the flame emperor and a lot of his ilk, his nobles, really rely on slavery to get things done for them, and
Right.
me and a few other people are trying to fight back.
so you stole metal trinkets?
Those aren't just metal trinkets, Nodwick. Those are tuning forks, one for each plane of existence.
Hmm.
Wait, so what do? They like open portals to that plane or something?
Yeah. Or that's
Oh.
what I understand. I don't know how they exactly work, but I
Sid,
know.
you would understand the spell and everything with that roll.
Okay.
But
Is there the tuning rod that goes with it? Normally you bing and then you just
That's not
Being
how
a-
that spell works, Ren.
it's a spell? They're tuning forks though.
Yes, but they're arcane, clearly.
Right. Clearly. Obviously. My
it's
Just
mistake.
a tool.
this was supposed to make things harder for the Emperor to steal people from other planes, because sometimes they like putting them in gladiatorial fights and stuff, and
Do
Earth
they?
elementals make really good land movers, apparently, in the fire plane. They don't last very long, but I really didn't want to see that anymore. People should be free to live their lives.
Right.
And with this, the Emperor's having trouble, or is going to have trouble, getting more people. I thought and he kind of points back at the door, until I saw that fucking rift just appear out of nowhere. Okay. Anyway, so that's my story time. I got to share with the class. Can anybody else explain to me who you guys are? Why is he so mean, the guy with the pimple? You're a turtle. I've never seen a turtle before. You're really cool, actually.
I'm not a turtle. I'm a turtle.
Okay, time out real quick. Two things. One, yes, Alex, from your perspective, you were running, the rift opened, and you fell through it.
Yes.
Two, it's 9:10. We'll take a quick 10-minute break.
Yeah.
And I get to grill you guys.
No, you don't.
You can sure try, pal.
You're the
No,
odd
I
man out.
try.
We're going
The
intermission right now.
Same
Same
Everybody,
thing happened last
Do
time.
it.
we'll see you
10
when we get
minutes.
back. Goodbye.
Who won? I think I'm pretty sure Cars got the
Whoa!
Cars.
Who's Cars?
Who?
I
Excuse
only
me.
know
Jesus
Parsley.
Christ, I'm
He
all
already
over it
does
today.
He already does enough damage as it is. He doesn't need advantage on top of it.
Alvis got the fate dice.
All right. So where we left off, I'm not a turtle. I'm a tortle. Turtles
difference?
are little things that walk on the ground and drag their bellies.
They're
and
smaller
don't
versions
talk.
of you?
Turtles are humanoids that can think and act.
Oh, that's so cool. Why do you have two shells?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute myself.
The- because one of them is my brother's.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does it fall off, or is he okay?
No, I killed him and now he carries the shell.
It's a
No
very
sarcasm.
strange. That's a very strange relationship dynamic. Just saying.
So it's just
Also, I'm really sorry. That was really insensitive. I'm sorry. I did not mean to be insensitive about that. I don't know anything about this place.
well, it's okay.
You're the only thing actually I kind of understand. I've seen tieflings before.
Oh,
You're
Well-
normal.
I'm gonna change that real quick. Don't worry.
Oh, are you gonna disappear?
Okay, so
You said you could turn invisible.
I mean, I can. But
I,
not,
I
not
don't
'cause
want
you
to get
asked.
no. I don't want to get astray here.
What's up?
I've just been getting frustrated, and actually, it's nothing to do with you, Sparky. What are we doing?
I prefer Sparks, not Sparky, please.
I, it-
calm down,
it's all the
Sparky.
same.
We gotta talk now.
What are you talking about? I'm like this. This is my Memcom.
Nodwick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Those
Oh.
tuning forks could easily allow us access to each plane for each celestial echo.
Ooh, that could be. We should go get celestial echoes, but we only know 2 of them. We know.
Right, we should possibly look for more information here in the library, if we can.
We know that the middle of the Flamesmith is in the fire plane in the ruined city.
I know that is.
Do you know the Flamesmith? The weapon?
No.
Okay, but you know where the ruined city is.
Yeah.
Yippee.
You say that so happily.
What?
It's kind of creepy.
You're kind of sad, which I find very depressing.
Anyway, we could use the tuning forks to get them, and the other one is in the Shadow Realm in the
Shadow,
city of
yeah, the
Abyss.
shadow.
So but wait,
Yes.
but before we go on, because Nodwick, right? Nodwick.
Mhm.
Yes. What is a celestial echo?
It's a weapon that was crafted by the gods to help fight the apocalypse, basically.
Oh. Oh, you're on
Pretty
a
good summary.
big mission. Okay.
But
Yeah.
not really. We just want them.
Are you collectors?
Sure.
Sure.
No.
Yeah, no. We just want them because there might be a time we need them, and they keep getting brought up around us, so we think it's the best thing to do.
I just want a nice mantelpiece.
Sounds like fate's leading you in that way, honestly.
You don't even have a mantle.
I don't even have a house
We
or a
do
room.
have a mantle. We just have to kill all those fuckers in the Brokenry to get it back.
And now I'm
Well-
confused again.
We had a
Don't worry
house.
about it.
We were
We have a house.
framed, and we got
Keep-
kicked out of our house.
More than that, but we were framed by the kingdom that we were residing in, that we were heroes
Well,
of, or
We were
friends.
framed by
Yeah.
the casino owners to the king, and he believed them hook, line, and
You're all
sinker.
making
I
this
think
very
there's
much more
magic,
complicated
You know.
than it has to be.
I agree with
The
Third Eye.
king-
That's very confusing.
The
Sidonius.
king
Sidonius.
of Brokenry. Yes,
Sidonia.
my name is Sidonius.
Ah, okay, cool. We're getting names now. Yay!
Okay.
Yay.
Blue guy, Thormore, Esteron,
He's big.
Nodwick, Renasia, Sidonius,
Hey.
Alvis. Names. We can
Okay.
stop calling people weird catchphrases. now.
Fantastic.
you were
I'm so
saying-
glad we've all been introduced. The king of Brokenry, which is a city that we used to live in and own
Okay.
a home in,
The capital.
Ah,
The
yes,
capital.
okay.
the king is under a manipulation spell, and so
Oh, that's bad.
it is bad, especially when the people involved have decided we're a thorn in their side.
Ah. So you sound like my kind of people.
I suppose
don't
you did steal quite the item from someone with quite the large amount of power.
It was not too bad, honestly. It was a lot easier than I thought it'd be.
That doesn't bode well.
I mean,
I've never stolen a day in my life.
yeah, I don't believe that.
He could just be really
That's
good.
extra
To,
doubt.
That was a 27 deception.
Mine. Can I roll insight on that, DM?
19 plus 8.
Oh,
I've never stolen a day in my life. I just procured items that people were no longer using because they were dead.
what about your
Well,
boots?
I've done that before too.
They were dead. I procured those items. They were just
But I
lying there
mean,
on
did
the
you
road.
murder them?
Well, they
That's-
attacked me first. They shot me with a crossbow. What am I supposed to do? Just let them?
I mean, you could always just run away.
Why would I do that if I can just burn him alive in his flesh?
You know, that's usually very difficult where I'm from. Just saying.
Yeah, but not
Well,
here.
you're not there anymore. Things work a little different here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose I can't throw water on you guys and just like kill you.
Hi, but I could do that to you, I assume.
Not really. No, the flames come back. They're aesthetic.
Hey, okay, so now we know.
We're pretty busy, right?
Above
If you
table,
want-
I'm not a Charmander.
If you want to tag along, we gotta find some books on some things.
Okay, yeah.
Just don't burn the. Don't keep your head away from anything flammable, please.
I don't think his head actually burns anything.
You want to find out?
No.
He's gonna take a marshmallow substitute because I don't know what would work in this world and start it over his hair.
it's just beeswax.
Yeah, it just starts melting.
That sounds
I
tasty,
stand
actually.
corrected. It does melt things. Don't go anywhere near the books.
I will be careful. I kind of
Can
can
you-
choose what I burn with it a little
Can
bit.
you turn it off? That'd be best if you could just.
Can you turn off your hair?
Yes, actually, grab one of those golden books, the glowy ones.
I feel like this is some sort of trap.
Persuasion roll, perhaps. Mm.
That would be deception, sir.
Deception, even
That
better.
would be very, very much deception.
26,
It all comes first, the full circle.
Oh, boy.
18 plus 8.
I got a 7 insight, but my passive
Mm.
investigation is a 19.
Investigation has nothing to do with it.
Damn it.
So as far as you know, that's how you turn off your hair.
So you grab books and turn your hair off, right?
The glowy ones are magical.
Huh. Neat.
Mhm.
I'll have to grab one later. I'm not in the mood right now.
About this time, you see some of the sages frantically looking at books.
Who are
Looks like
these
they're trying to
guys?
find something.
Who are these guys?
We just coexist with them. We don't know their names.
I have no idea.
Okay, cool.
Actually, I think I did take a note down of what their names are, but I didn't care enough to think about it for long.
So,
I'm gonna keep a close eye on them while they're looking, and if the moment they find something and look excited, I'm gonna walk over immediately. But let me know.
I have
They're
something
looking
I'd like to-
more frantic, looking for something than
Hmm.
like just perusing.
That's what I'm paying attention to because that's
Okay.
abnormal.
Perhaps you could inform me of what you're so fervently looking for, and maybe I could help.
Okay. That would be fantastic. Well, there are a certain caliber of books here that probably shouldn't exist. Like the one you so nicely gave us back at the one that I'm talking about.
Mhm.
You know the one?
Mm.
Yes? Okay. There is another one that is supposed to be here. I don't know where it went. We're trying to find it, but it is essentially less of a book and more of an instruction manual on how to free another one of those horrible fucking things. And it just has has big letters, tombs tied, supposed to be in chains. There's chains here. There's no book. can't find the book. It's a problem.
So
We don't
know
obviously
who has
it
it.
was stolen.
Yes.
Where was the last place you saw it? In those chains?
Well, all the books of this caliber are supposed to be
Mhm.
in these chains. So we went over to the section where the books are chained. The book on the Tombed Tide is not here, and there is an empty chain.
Hmm.
And that is an issue.
It's the Order of the Nightshade. They were here. They took it, more than likely.
Is there any other like big, not supposed to be real books that are missing?
No, not missing. They all seem to be here.
Weird.
I would like to see this chained book section myself.
It's right here. He's just
On the
sitting there.
top floor?
He's standing like right in front of it.
Are we still on the top floor?
No, I figured you guys went back down.
Oh,
and
we went
barricaded everything
I was
up.
gonna say that's
So,
shitty
Not a good
security.
place
The
to put it.
dangerous books
Okay.
on the top.
so above table, the only one that's missing is the Tomb Tide.
Correct.
Yeah, the Order of the Nightshade wants to release the Tomb Tide.
I thought they wanted to release the other one.
They want to
Wait,
release
what?
them all. That's their whole goal.
The Void Fellow.
The Void Stalker, the Tomb
Yes.
Tide. Well, then again, there
Oh,
could
the-
be another fucking group that wants to release the Tomb Tide. How do we?
Wait, you have
Is
people
there-
trying to do that?
Do you know what they
Yes.
This
The
place is
Order of the
kinda messed up.
Nightshade. Yes.
are? No, sorry. Sparky, do you know what the Tomb Tide and Void Stalker are?
I mean, I've heard of them.
No,
Also,
yeah,
it's Sparks. Oh, no, I have no idea what they're talking about.
it's a whole. You spent your entire life on the streets of the Fireplane.
Ah,
Yeah, I have no idea what this is talking about. This
It's
is
a whole new world for you, Aladdin.
yeah. So this all sounds really complicated, really bad.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say this is kind of weird. Out of my forte a little bit, but you guys did do me a solid,
right.
so I'm willing to help you guys out. Also, you're kind of helping me lay low at the moment. The less time I'm on the Fireplane, the more time the Emperor is going to forget my little endeavor where I took the tuning forks.
You
Hopefully.
You stole what from who?
Oh, the Flame Emperor.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
Why would
What?
you do that?
Because he's a dick.
Well, yes. He's also an evil son of a bitch.
Yeah, don't I know it? We're fighting
But
against
you
it.
Angered him.
It's not my first time.
Yes, but you know what he carries.
And wait, what does he carry?
What does he carry?
No, his people around him.
Mm-hmm.
Tierran, yes, is not fun.
No.
Not to mention the general himself. I don't know if you understand what a pit fiend is, but they're not enjoyable.
I've seen those before. Yeah, they're not fun.
Whoa. A what?
Can you fill in the rest of the class, please?
Oh, a pit fiend. It's like a 2-story tall, demon-like creature, dog-like snout, big wings,
Mhm.
very, very terrifying to fight.
Yeah.
And that's his general, his main
Yes.
man.
Yes,
We have quite a few fiends on the Fireplane.
And you decided it was a good idea to piss him off?
that's what I'm trying to figure
And
out.
steal
why are you
his
still
ability
here?
to travel the plains?
Yeah, well, they can't get me, and they can't get new slaves. At least not. They don't like taking them from the Fireplane. They like getting them
This is-
from other places.
Okay.
That is true. Therefore, if they don't accidentally
Well-
stumble upon one of these fire rifts, technically they can't get here.
Well, there is a portal right outside this door where two of the they were ladies with
Aranyas.
wings, and
There,
Those-
yes.
two of those did come out and see you leave, so they now know the portal to get here.
Well,
So-
that's why we need to go far, far, far away.
Right.
Right.
Just to be
Oh
fair,
God.
it does give us the opportunity to do more good than bad in this moment.
Mm.
Does it?
Hey,
Mhm.
there's an evil beast in another plane. All of this party is looking for the devices, the artifacts.
Celestial
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 echoes.
echoes.
Celestial echoes. Sorry, the older brain sometimes is a bit slow.
All good
But
happens.
we're looking to do good. Let's do good along the way. Our friend Sparky already has done so.
Sid.
Why does everyone call me Sparky? It's
Sorry,
Sparks.
Sparks has done good.
Sid, do you still have that paper that brings Alistair to us?
You used it.
Yeah, it was a one-time use.
It was
Damn
after the
Unfortunately.
dragon fight. The
Alright,
dual
we'll start
threat
smoking
fight.
weeds now. He'll come so fast.
And at Albus's point, it doesn't mean
So-
all the echoes are on this plane. They could be on others. These two
One
influx
is-
might be our key
Okay.
there.
Wait, we
one.
know a few are on one's on the water plane and a fire
Shadow
plane and the shadow
I'm
plane.
sorry. Did
That's
That's what
you,
I'm saying.
and this plane.
the sage? Did you say that one of the celestial echoes is on this plane?
Yes.
Which one would that be?
Oh, the bracers of. Hold on. And he walks off to find a book. Because the DM is pulling up his note.
Smart, great segue there.
Well, yeah,
Um,
they say they're on every
uh,
plane. Surely one here. I think actually I've heard of this. I think it captures the Void Stalker, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be mistaken.
That's what I'm saying.
I
You're all
I
saying the same
wasn't-
thing I am.
I didn't really have a history class.
Books will get us there.
I was on the streets.
Yes, the bracers of Vostar are on this current plane we are currently on.
Right, and
Yeah,
where
just-
are those?
Damn near impossible to get.
Way.
Bottom of the
Because
ocean.
you go way up north to where the Shivering Isle is, that you should never go to ever, under any circumstances whatsoever.
Mhm.
A lot of beasties in that water that are
Bad. Bad news bears.
unsettling, dangerous, will rip you limb from limb and laugh about it.
But
Sorry.
if they're Vostars, well, I feel like he might want me to have them.
Are there
Yes,
any...
but you still have to go get them.
Yes. Are there any settlements in these shivering isles, or is it a wasteland?
No, it's pretty much just ick.
Mm, I see.
Quick
So
question.
The Shivering Isle is actually one big glacier.
I see.
Fireplane guy. How
Yes, yeah.
how dangerous would you say your average fireplane monster is?
Significantly. Oh, sorry.
Well, I mean,
So-
like you said, significantly, salamanders are pretty much a thing. Fire newts. We got flame elementals. We got the flame myriads. We got azers, which again, that's why I mistook you
Not to
first.
cut you off, but
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't we rather try to get one that's on the plane that we know than to traverse other ones?
That would be a good
Well,
idea.
I mean, yeah, that would make sense. I'm just along for the ride, guys.
Okay,
you don't-
hold on. Hold on. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Okay, let me fill you in to
Hmm.
very determined group.
I.
You have to go from here. We are at the bottom.
Hmm.
Sir Dwarf, you have a map, correct?
Hey, oh my god. He's
Okay.
gonna pull out the one and just let it buffer.
Okay, we are at the very bottom.
Takes all the fun
See
out
it?
of it.
See where we at? Very
Yes.
bottom. The Shivering Isles, and he points all the way at the top of your map. The
What's that
Shivering
one?
Isles are up there.
What's the white stuff on the map?
And
What's the what?
What's the white stuff on the map?
It hasn't loaded in yet. It's a magical map. It fills itself in.
Isn't loaded in yet.
The rainbow wheels are just spinning.
Oh, okay.
so
I thought it was like the map we had. I'm sorry, world map.
And
So-
we don't have
yeah,
a full map yet.
what's your
You
point?
you go all the way up to the top. You get to the glacier. You
Mhm.
climb on top of the glacier. About halfway, you'll find kind of a, let's call it a slide. You slide down, freezing cold fucking water. You get to the bottom of the water, then you get to face the Lay of the Kraken, right? That's fun. And then once you beat that amazingly friendly beast, then you go to the Temple of Vostar. The Temple of Vostar. The oldest one, said to have been built by the god himself.
Hmm.
There, There, you'll find a beautiful, beautiful podium, right? The braces are right there in front of you, free for the taking, until you realize that this water's moving different. Why? Because there's a fucking dragon made of ice and water guarding those fucking things.
So you've been there.
No!
Sounds like a
Then how do-
Tuesday.
Well, I'm just
Hey.
saying, how do you know all this if you've never seen it?
Because I read.
Okay, so books could be wrong.
How dare you?
They're called fiction.
Hey, but we've
No.
nothing else to go on.
So, it's just another Tuesday.
It's more of a
Okay.
Friday, but yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Friday means streaking at the end.
The point is, it sounds like we need to get some winter gear.
Yes.
We do that.
Maybe not the flamey one.
We do that, and we go into cold water. Now, a kraken is out there. I'm going to say I'm not excited at the prospect of fighting a kraken, but
Oh, no? What would you need?
Ooh, We do need the potion so the rest of you could breathe underwater as well.
Yes.
That is a big important.
Yeah.
Sid is kind of like halfway checked out of this conversation. He has now been perusing these books, very specifically looking for the one that he wants, despite the fact that he knows it's probably not here based on everything he's seen. And also something relating to eldritch creatures.
Investigation check.
They may be beyond
Don't worry,
your
Esperon, I
comprehension,
didn't forget.
but I comprehended just fine.
what's this here?
So what you're saying is there's a bunch of monsters in the way, which we've killed tons of monsters.
Yes. This is a fucking kraken.
Okay, so it's a big squid. I eat squids.
Is
Not
it like
this one.
in terms
And
of
if I kill
so
it,
we
I'm eating it.
Sure.
faced two dragons. I don't know if they were the really old ones or like adults or what. We faced two of them. On a scale, is it tougher than that or about level?
How old were the dragons?
Adults, I believe.
You guys fought dragons?
Yes, two of them. That one.
Adolescents don't.
So significantly.
Like 8 of them. 8 adult. I'm
I
just
don't know
trying
how
to
to
gauge,
quantify
like,
what you're asking me to.
relatively, what is it like in terms of adult dragons?
Okay, so let's do this. Young dragon is, oh yeah, I'm going to kill this thing. Adult dragon is like, oh, this might be a problem. The ones you're going to face is like, oh well, glad I got my will in order.
Right. So guaranteed death is what we're apparently looking for. I don't like the prospects of that.
Oh, okay.
Me neither.
Now hear me out. We're gonna travel from here all the way there, across the continent. We can go into Blue Shields and figure out the Nightshade. And we can go north even more and then see where we go.
I don't
Well,
know.
Blue
If,
Shield was like at the tippy
There-
top. So
yeah.
I was.
Aye, and then the Sharding Isle is at top of that.
I would like to see my Endless Darkness again, but I don't know if the finishing off the flower people is going to be a quick task if we want to get these echoes quickly.
I didn't say it would be quick, but we could still
Yes.
stop in and then just figure out what we wanted to.
you're
I'm
talking
all for
about
it.
the Order of the Nightshades, right? I heard one of you say this before. You realize those two are like basically demigods, right?
Two. Who
And?
two?
Lord of the Nightshade, the husband and wife.
The casino.
No. I don't know this information. What? Talk. Who? The husband? What? Information. Process.
Okay,
Let's. Everything
you mentioned it.
know.
I figured you knew.
Everything you know.
Okay, you're very excited all of a sudden. Lord of the Nightshade was started by two people. They're a husband and wife. Nobody's sure what their names are. We do know that the wife is a drow, and the husband is a Duergar. Does everybody know? Is everybody with me so far?
A dark skin. Yes. They're both.
Okay, yeah, like a dwarf that's never seen sunlight, and like an elf that's
Mhm.
never seen sunlight.
That's all over Blue Shield.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Should be easy to find then.
Well, I must say no.
So they gathered all their power from, let's say, not the friendliest of sacrifices. They sacrifice things that probably shouldn't be sacrificed. Children, virgins,
Those are the
innocent
innocent.
people.
Hmm.
Yeah. There was said to be another one, but we don't really know. They
Was
think
it
it's a
by-
woman, but we're not sure.
Was it by chance a lich?
No,
Interesting.
no.
But it's a power triangle, basically.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah, the strongest shape.
Yes. Good for you.
I know my
Okay.
geometry.
Continue.
Yes, they are also old.
Mm.
The Order of the Nightshade, the husband and wife, is rumored to be like 4,000 years old.
Mm-hmm.
They were defeated once. They went into hiding and use glamour. Does everybody know what that is? They make themselves look different than they're supposed to. Actually, the husband, if you've ever seen a firearm, he is the inventor of those. So he's very good at very long distances and putting metal objects into your skin.
Mm.
Sounds
Yes, of the
familiar.
uncomfortable sort. They usually strike quietly, quickly, deadly, and their calling card is a single nightshade flower.
Nodwick at that point is just gonna pull his out.
Yes, like that. Why do you have that?
He's gonna pull out the second one.
Why do you have two of them? You're starting to worry me.
Let's just say I have a grudge.
With who? Them?
Yeah.
You're not them.
No, I'm not them.
No?
I'm not them. I want them dead.
Oh, good. Good. Okay. Now that I've got my breath back.
I got a 23, by the way, DM. I didn't want to interrupt your spiel.
Shit. What were you looking for again?
The book that I'm interested in, and anything on Eldritch beings.
Well, the 23 didn't quite hit the DC that I was looking for. I'd say you find the book you're looking for, but water damaged. So you get certain things, but certain things are missing. The Eldritch beings, you do not find any.
Logan had the most disgusted face when
My
he said
book.
water damage. Like,
Yeah,
these
because it means that it's not
motherfuckers.
useful.
It's a floppy book.
Recoverable,
Possibly.
but not at this very moment.
All right, well, Sid, everybody's going to hear Sid make the most frustratedly, like a frustrated, strangled noise at the back of his throat, and he sounds very upset, and he's just like delicately holding this poor book that's not quite.
After all the talk of the Nightshade group, as soon as Sid makes that noise, the sage in front of you ducks. They're here. We've talked about them. You've brought the two flowers. They're here. They're gonna kill us all. We're all gonna
Easy.
die.
It
You
was-
What?
It was
We've-
Sid.
Oh,
we already have two flowers. What makes you think we can't get a
Right.
third from them?
We have a wee bit more than two flowers, by the way. I think that we've encountered 5 as a total group, individuals included.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What?
Yeah.
This all sounds really serious.
What? Yes.
Little bit. Look. Okay.
Listen, Fireheart, calm down.
I need.
Why is there? It's not a hard name, guys.
What is your name, you said?
Sparky calm.
Did you
please.
call me Fireheart or something?
It's
Nice,
Sparkdus
Sparks.
Flameheart. Sparkdus Flameheart.
Oh,
See, he gets it.
I said the Fireheart.
Notebook, did that answer your questions, sir?
Yeah.
Good.
They're
Do
very
you
good.
know any way to possibly track them?
To track them? No.
It's okay. I think I know where
Typically,
they are anyway.
You guys consider yourselves lucky. Usually people that know they exist don't.
Well, they do want to release the fellow up in Blue Shield.
Yes, that's
so-
their whole thing.
That's their whole
Very
thing.
world
so
domination and all.
kind of a pretty easy starting point, a place to jump off of, if you will,
If you're brave enough.
So we've
Okay.
got a
or stupid enough.
dark elf and a dark dwarf.
Mm.
And the two
By the way,
peop-
the dwarf is rumored to have the ability to change into different animals.
Mm.
However, you should always be able to notice him because there's going to be some sort of purple on the animal. Like, say he's a bird, maybe he's got a single purple tail feather, or he's a jaguar and he's got a weird spot of purple spots.
Oh, maybe it's a
Then
purple
yell at-
boar or something. That'd be cool.
I'm thinking so hard. Did Austin describe anything as purple? And I know you said the boar comment, so that leads me to believe something. But
I said the boar comment.
I'm trying to think way back if there's anything purple animal wise that we've encountered.
The horse.
I will the horse is
The wild.
That would make so much sense.
Full circle.
I would
So-
like to take the owl bear feather I've been carrying this whole time and make sure it's not got any purple
purple.
on it.
Make an investigation check.
What the freak? Oh, only a 2, so a 3.
Well, good news is it's just a regular owlbear feather.
It looks
So-
good back in my hair.
All right. So you
Um,
say he can turn into an animal, turn into animals, but drop some
Animals
with purple on them.
is his favorite form that he usually takes is an undead-looking dragon that he carries his wife around on.
That's dark.
I haven't encountered that yet, so yeah.
No. but-
So, either way, having this wonderful conversation this late at night is fantastic. So if I can't sleep, I'm coming in bed with you.
But please don't come in my bed. That's really weird.
Not you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you
I-
want me to guard your bed, I can do that. It's not a problem.
No. We have magic that we can block doorways with. I was just giving you a hard time for bringing up such creepy subjects.
All right. Well, the
Austin,
thing
is
is,
there-
I think I know where they are.
What did you say, Brandon?
Is there a nerd that has been kind of reclusive, kind of by themselves, not really a part of any conversation?
The one you're talking to now is really the one that's to you. The other ones are like busy trying to clean up messes.
I would like to grab one of them, please. Come with me. I need to find a book to help me sleep.
Alright.
It's so
find.
Come on, come on. It's so.
No, I'm coming.
intriguing
Just stop
and-
dragging me.
Well, faster.
Hey,
It's late,
listen,
and I'm.
Do I need to follow them, or should
I'm
I stay
trying
here?
to walk
You-
as fast
you
as I
should
can.
Stay here.
The fuck do you need?
Okay.
I need a book on the Forbidden Stitch. I'm sure you know of it, but probably not. You seem more involved with magic, but this is crucial. I couldn't find it earlier, but I want to find it now. Come on.
I feel like you're lying to me.
Maybe.
Ooh. That's an at 20. Deception plus 8. 28.
Alright, so he follows.
Okay. I take him to a. Yeah, I lead him off to a private corner for interrogation purposes.
Oh, okay.
Interrogation purposes.
Yes.
Do you want the rest of the group to be a part of that?
I haven't had a private moment. No, I would like them to mute themselves. Poor favors.
Okay.
Before I do that, since all of the academics are either busy or being accosted by an aggressive Nodwick, Sid is going to take the poor waterlogged book and delicately put it in his bag of holding.
Okay.
You want me to try and dry that?
No. If you ever touch this book, I will kill you in your sleep with my
I don't-
bare hands.
Is Sid
Deafen
casting
yourselves
9th
and
level
all.
spells right now?
I'll give you the thumbs up when we're ready to come back.
No.
9th level sass.
Okay.
That's
go for it.
he needs some coffee. Damn.
We need to identify what we want to do as a fucking party. And
We're getting there.
forward.
We're getting there.
Sparks is
Slowly
just
but
here for the
surely.
ride at this point.
Just deafen yourselves for right now.
Just for a second.
Oh. One moment. I need to slide this window over.
Yes.
I immediately slam him against the wall and draw a dagger right to his throat.
Jesus.
You're gonna tell me where that book our wonderful friend Sid gave you is.
It's why?
Did I tell you to ask questions?
Nope.
You're gonna
Roll
tell me right
intimidation.
now. Okay. Mwah. Come on, baby. 16, and my intimidation is +8, so
Jesus.
24.
I have it.
You have it.
Yes.
All right, hand it over.
Why?
Did I ask you to ask questions?
No, but it's dangerous.
Okay, so am I.
He very unwillingly hands you the book.
Thank you. Now, you're not going to talk about this with anyone at all until I'm gone. Got it?
Okay.
And if you do,
Okay.
you're not going to live to see tomorrow. I promise
Okay.
that.
Okay. Okay.
And I would like my warg to snarl and
Yeah. No. I mean, he's effectively pissed himself now.
very good. Good boy. And I pat his cheek. Now, make yourself busy and don't be scared.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe stay on the bottom floors for the night. Sound good?
Yeah. Sounds. Yep. Great. Sounds
Okay,
awesome.
wonderful.
Great talking to you.
Good night. And I
Night.
do a little toodaloo wave
Like-
as I.
Quickly walks away.
Yep. And then I'll return to the group. But I
Oh.
would also like to look for a quick sewing book to make my lie seem.
Oh, you find like
More
3.
I grab them all and I
Okay.
come back.
Okay. I don't know how to get everybody's attention. You're the only one looking.
Wait, Dagon's looking.
Oh, we got Dagon.
We got Dagon.
We know we're missing the other 3.
Hello. 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 Hello.
All right, now we're only missing 2.
Yep.
Oh. Oh.
Logan put her headphones on.
Logan!
Well,
Quit looking at TikTok. Logan.
Hey.
No more TikTok.
Hey, we're down to 1.
Oh, Alex is looking.
Alex is
Are we
looking.
we got
Hey.
Alex.
We just got one more.
One more.
One more.
I'll text her.
This
Text
is my
them.
favorite
They're
side
not looking up,
quest.
dude.
Come
Right?
on.
It's like a mini game in
Come
between.
on.
So,
Logan.
Brandon, what did you guys talk about?
What?
Well, what you see is Ren and the sage come back, and the sage just goes right back to trying his best to organize just chaos is the best way to describe this, because especially because there's been a fight in there too, so it's just rough.
Sid, do you mind if I could get my sewing machine out of the bag of holding? I found
Sure.
many wonderful books. I think I might make another disguise, maybe for the fire guy, because he's kind of wanted.
That's so benevolent of you.
He'll pay it back.
I'm sure. Knowing you, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Mm.
Sid carefully removes the gigantic heavy sewing machine and tries to hand it over to
30
Ren.
pounds. Oh god. Thormar, please.
I got it.
Just over in that corner, please,
Yep.
dearie. Thank you.
That shall be done.
Yep. And then I would like to make a
I
disguise.
like soup.
Maybe one day. Okay.
I just figured I had to add that in for Brad.
Yeah.
I will do what I said. Try to make a disguise off any rags I could find, any
Okay.
clothing around.
At this point in time, a lot of the sages are like leaving, headed to their quarters because it's getting pretty late.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have a conversation with Hestron?
I don't know, Estron, do you want to have a conversation with Sparky?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I'm gonna just plop beside you and be like, so, you're the only one who really doesn't talk a lot, do you?
I'm sober today.
So you're not... do you like to drink a lot?
You could say that, yes.
Oh. I wish I was old enough to drink.
How old are you?
19.
Years?
Dude, it's like 600 and something. There's no drinking age.
Hestron looks down and says, "You've never had
Well, I'm
drink."
not really supposed to, but...
I feel like if you had a drink, you'd explode.
Why do you say that? Everyone keeps saying something like that. They tell me to stay away from coffee, tell me to stay away from like sugary drinks, and I don't understand why.
Alcohol is flammable, and the other ones make you go faster. And you're already a fast individual.
Kind of. Alcohol's not that explosive. Wait, how strong is your alcohol?
Hestron laughs and says, "Only the strongest."
That... Are you sure you should be putting something like that in your body? That seems really questionable.
Estron will be blind in a year or two.
His liver's failing. Why is Hestron yellow? I'm an elf. He'll turn to you and say, "Unless you've had it, you'll never understand. There's
Wait,
many reasons to drink, but you, I am quite sure, will explode."
Wait, is a Githyanki just an elf with a bad liver problem?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, would you like to pronounce that again?
Githyanki? Yankee?
Well, howdy, I'm from the astral plane. I tell you what. Are these damn mind flayers taking over the astral sea? I ain't about that.
Now, where the hell is my crash?
That bard carries
Anyway.
the banjo for sure.
Yeah.
Is going to take out his flask and say, "Would you like to try some? I'm intrigued to see what will happen."
You're not gonna
Sure,
give him the good
why not?
stuff?
Yeah.
Give him the good
What
stuff.
do what do you think's in the flask?
Not that, because I told you that the never-ending flask can't have that in there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That thought will hit his head like a bullet train. He'll hesitate and say,
We
"Wait
drink
a
it.
minute. If this is your first drink," and he'll pull out the almost empty bottle of the few that he has and say, "This, my dear, I'll call you friend, because I only drink with my friends, is Wyvern's Tail Ale.
Cool.
Strongest on the plane, to my knowledge." Dunk, pops off the top and says, "Have just a sip and hover it over your mouth so you don't shatter the bottle if it does explode. I'm going to take 2 paces to the left. Here you go."
He's gonna sniff it. I'm sure it probably
It
smells
burns.
like it. Oh.
Or it smells like gasoline.
Might
Are you
like
sure
that.
this isn't there's this thing called paint cleaner, and this smells a lot like it.
I assure you, it's the finest brew.
All right. And he just pinches his nose and throws it back.
Because you said it's your first drink and you've never had one, I need you to make a con save with disadvantage.
Woo! With disadvantage, that's cocked. Hold on.
I like chaos.
Chill.
That is a whopping 11.
So done.
Nice.
Hi. That was really good.
I'll take the bottle for a wafer.
That was...
Yes, it is.
That
And I'll take a sip
tastes-
as well.
You drink that all the time. It tastes so bad, though.
Delicious.
Wow, you're... What? You're Esteron. Esteron.
Esteron Falavandor, and you'll do a little flourish.
Slalavandor.
Man, you got him drunk fast.
I
Yeah.
may have let him try the good stuff.
Oh.
Oh.
It's his first drink. I thought it should be something good.
Yeah. That's really good.
Sid,
Do you get it now, Sparky? Sparkus?
we should have a conversation.
Spark this is my phone.
Elvis,
But,
you should be part of
sparks
this
to my friends.
conversation.
Hey, sorry, I tuned out for a while, but I mean,
for the best, I think.
Hey.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Why is he drunk?
Estron gave him booze.
It smells like paint cleaner, thinner.
Did you have
Alright.
to ask?
He was curious, and I was also curious to see if he would explode.
I mean, if you
I
want him to
I
explode,
don't
you pour it on his head.
You do notice that at the base of his hair, it's starting. There's like little green flames licking up.
That's cool. Oh, I wonder if different drinks change your hair to different colors.
It's probably
No,
alcohol
Experiment
content.
later.
Do I need to make an outfit that is flame resistant or flame immune? It's gonna change the fabrics like crazy.
Right, look, and I'm gonna take a random book off the shelf, not one of the glowing ones, and I'm going to
You're
run
going
it
to
through my
die.
hair.
You're gonna take a random book off the shelf,
Yeah, just a random book.
and you're drunk.
Yes.
Okay. Make
He didn't specify
a.
not a glowy one, but
Let's see. No. This is gonna be fun. Make a. Let's call it performance
Cool. I'm horrible.
with disadvantage because you're drunk.
Seated panic in my body right now about watching this.
10.
10. Roll a d20.
D20.
Is it Tusk Love?
Uh,
Yeah,
s-
they could have that one.
16.
Okay. All the flame on him goes, and it's gone.
look, problem
Is it,
solved.
did I grab the glowing books? I said
Oh,
I
yeah.
wasn't gonna.
Yeah,
I
but
said
you're
I-
drunk.
Oh yeah.
You missed.
So now I just have a smooth bald head. It's like, see, I didn't burn the book at all. You guys are so concerned over nothing. I'm just gonna throw it.
I was really, really hoping that you were going to roll. Where's my favorite one?
Literally anything other than hair's gone.
No. There's a good one. Oh, a 6. You turn into a chinchilla for an hour.
A drunk chinchilla. What could
Alright.
go wrong?
It'd be cool if
That's
it was
on fire. I'm sure that's
Yeah.
right.
You
What's
three
everybody
wanted to
gonna
have a
do?
conversation.
What's everybody gonna do here?
Sparks. Let's walk away from this for a minute.
Bye.
Bye.
Is this a
I
mute
was going to ask about
conversation?
I'll
tables.
watch
Is
him.
another mute?
No, I don't think this is muted. Nodwick's gonna like get around a corner, turn to the two of you, and be like, Did you both hear like all the information they gave about the Order of the Nightshade?"
Hey.
Most of it, yes.
We all know that Tormund and Tyree are the Drow and the Dwargar, right? Like, that's obvious.
Well, they have to be, considering everything else we've seen.
You see Albus's
What?
face go.
They can-
Oh,
The neurons have connected.
wow.
I mean, they may
So,
not have looked
Nodwick
like
is
a
looking
drow
at him
woman.
like is he being sarcastic right now, or like,
He's doing like
No,
the
he's
face where
spiraling.
he's like, I'm following along, but my brain is so elsewhere. Like,
so
And Nodwick just changed
Yeah.
Alvis's
One of
life
them.
with that statement.
An elf and a dwarf doing what they did, being involved with what they're involved with, they have to be it.
okay,
They have to be.
okay. I'm glad I'm not the
And
only
we
one.
got the flower. It has to be the same thing. Aye.
Oh my god.
Thank you for your contribution, Albus.
Aye.
Truly necessary.
I
Yeah,
pieced it
so
together.
here, so we know where they are. They know who we are. They know we're looking into them. Why didn't they kill us when they had the chance? They could have just wiped us out. Why were they playing games?
That's my question now.
I have a theory.
Hey, my theory is simple. We aren't a threat, or we weren't. We still might not be.
But why did they kill my brother who wasn't at all a threat? Like, they've killed not threats before.
Are
Aye.
you, and I don't mean to be insensitive, Nodwick, but are you sure that your brother was not a threat to them and their organization? Could he have conceivably kept something from you for your own sake?
No.
Okay.
Nodwick 100% does not believe that's possible.
Fair enough.
It's very possible it could have happened, but he doesn't believe that. So he's going to instantly
Understandable.
say no.
Right. Okay.
Above table. But
I
I think Alistair. The common denominator is Alistair. He told us specifically they can't do anything to him.
This is
He's
true.
taken an interest into us. And I kind of read something he said one time that makes me think he's more than he lets on. I think Alistair is protecting us. I think they can't get us because Alistair is not letting them. I don't know how, I don't know why. That's a piece of the puzzle I need to figure out.
that makes sense why he was in the throne room that day. It was a wee bit weird, because he's just a shop owner. Why would he have been there?
It does track along the lines of what we've been seeing. Sure, he presents himself as a simple shop owner, but he can do magic that I haven't seen. And he can do things at the snap of his fingers that I've never seen.
And he's also the one who told us about the celestial echoes. We would have
He
never heard
did.
about them if it wasn't for Alistair. I think Alistair is more than meets the eye. I think he's the only reason we're alive, and I think these echoes are the most important thing right now.
Now, that does present with another question. Why? Why is Tyree and her husband manipulating the king in Brokenry? What is in Brokenry? Or what does Brokenry have access to that provides them with a benefit?
I think if instead of trying to figure out what they have access to, I wonder what the Blue Shields didn't have that they needed to go to the Broken League to get. Similar thought.
It is a good question to pose.
And aren't
Although I doubt we're going to get either answer.
though aren't there
If we
more
have two, it's more likely.
aren't there more than just the Tomb Tide and the Nightwalker? Aren't there a couple other entities as well? I don't remember their names, but I believe there's more.
In Blue Shield?
No, like above table, Austin. There were more than just the two of them, right? There are 4. So there
4 of them.
were
Okay.
4 of the entities. There's the Voidwalker, the Tomb Tide, and then 2 other ones. I don't know their names, but I know there's 4. What if the Brokenry is holding one of those entities as well, and they're there for that?
Hey,
Make an intelligence check.
It's a very good
Okay.
it also could just be
That is a 16.
The Brokenry also, due to it being landlocked, has access to a certain something that you haven't seen anywhere else.
Would that certain something have anything to do with and this is we're going way back to the beginning. Does that have anything to do with the original goal that Sid had in Brokenry?
No, it is the
Okay.
Brokenry has access to a certain type of transportation that you haven't seen anywhere else.
Okay. Okay.
So
It's the flying ships. So,
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah.
the
Go ahead.
okay, go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
I was just gonna start talking. So somebody, if they have something substantial, go ahead. So
I never do.
so
Neither does
obviously,
Ellis.
obviously there's a reason they're in the Brokenry that is important. And all of it is connected to raising these 4 entities, releasing them to do a conflagration of the plains, They want all of the planes to be connected, and they want to eliminate all life, except for animals and trees, for whatever reason. So the problem is, we need these echoes because we need to stop them.
Hey, but are we ready to get them?
We're
A
probably
kraken is something that sailors avoid. And now looking back and seeing what my captain actually was, a kraken was something that he would have avoided. It was a fucking dragon.
Now, this may be just an idea. I wouldn't put a lot of stock into it. The dragon that the scribe mentioned. A protector of those bracers of Vashtar, yes?
Hey.
Would it stand to reason that a follower of Vashtar so dedicated as yourself wouldn't have at least some chance of either speaking with a creature of that type, or at the very least, or at the very most, being able to just walk up?
Hey, you're saying, what if it's a challenge of, what's the word I'm looking for? Compatibility? There, it's there to guard to make sure the right person gets the gear.
Perhaps.
Hey, and if you're wrong,
I-
I lose a hand.
From what I gather, Vashtar is not a vindictive god. He doesn't go out of his way to kill things for the sake of doing so.
If the gods themselves created these items, and they've put beings in front of them to protect them, like Sid said, it would stand to reason that the great protector of Vashtar would not harm a follower of Vashtar. If you proved yourself completely devout and completely loyal, it wouldn't attack you. It would just, maybe it would even aid you. It could become an ally in the fight.
Hey, well,
Let's not get ahead of ourselves on that front, but
I was gonna say we also still need to get through that kraken, so that's great. That it might not kill us there, but we still have to get there.
true.
It's a world away, and we could gain power along the way. I'm sure
Right.
there's ways we can there's ways we can plan this. Plus, we need to go to every plane of existence and get these items, get the celestial echoes.
That's the thing that I've been trying to figure out. The fire plane, definitely not the first one we go to. I thought
No.
maybe ours, but maybe there's an easier plane that we can go to.
Well, we
I
do
don't
know
see-
about the Shadowfell, right? And we have those tuning forks, or I assume we could
Use them somehow.
cajole our lovely new friend into allowing us to use them. We did sort of save his life. He kind
He
of
said he was
owes us.
following. So I don't think he cares what we do.
I say we get more information, specifically on the echoes, where they're at, what guards them. The more information we have, the better weaponized we can make it.
One thought, just a wee thought. What if we got Raffaby first? A Thornmore.
Oh, to fix his...
The last thing that I need is to be protecting you all. To get an axe in my back.
Again.
Again. For the third time.
We might...
It is an issue we should consider solving sooner rather than later.
I am strong, but he is stronger than most of us.
If we go to Raffaby, we might be able to gain some power there as well.
Raffaby's full of priests, yeah? They might know
Could
more
be.
about these vestiges than we do now.
That was my next thought. What these scribes can't tell us here, they might be able to.
Hey, let's I think we suggested to the broader group. Honestly, to be fair, Esteron doesn't care what we do. Sparks doesn't probably care at all. And then will just do what the majority wants. So I say the three of us align on it and we just do.
I'm game.
Sounds like a plan then.
And no offense, Adonis. Maybe Nordwick is the one that kind of communicates the plan. And we just nod.
Are you worried that I'm going to hurt someone's feelings?
I'm worried that you say something, and then Ren or Esteron is upset, and then they don't want to do it anymore.
Sid looks to Nodwick. He's worried I'm going to hurt someone's feelings.
He-
Fair enough.
Well,
You're not
Elvis-
wrong. I have
Elvis,
little patience for people
you're-
being
you're the-
unnecessary.
You're the oldest person in the group. You're kind of the default leader. Why would
Behind
I-
Esteron.
Yeah, Esteron's actually the oldest, technically.
We found that out at like halfway through, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
So why
Sorry, go ahead.
why don't you tell them? You're the paladin, you're the leader, you're the knight in shining armor. Like, you tell people.
I mean, my armor's covered in blood
I
and
mean,
rust.
it was a figure of speech.
You're the
understand.
moral compass in this group.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Just because I'm the moral compass, you never listen to me anyways. Which is why I get frustrated. It doesn't actually matter. The only one that actually listened to me was Renazia. Now she's kind of, does her own thing.
It's around midnight at this point.
We should go
Um,
to bed, and in the morning we'll talk. If you
Let-
want me
We'll
to say
tell
it,
them.
I'll do it.
Listen,
I'm just saying, I think that you hold me in a light that I don't think there is to do. But that's the same side. They don't listen anyways. They listen to you. So let's just stick with what works.
Okay.
Hey, thank you.
All right, let's
Well-
go to bed. I'm tired.
Yeah, Albus is gonna be like, "Well," and then
Agreed.
walk by the rest of the group.
To bed!
Do you do the thigh slap? Well,
I was thinking
yeah.
about it when I said it.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
more just like, yeah.
Hey,
I think
Hey.
Well,
Nodwick's gonna like look around at him and be like,
Uh,
"Are there bedrooms here?"
Oh, that's a good point.
Hey
Probably.
guys.
Not really. They kind of set you up a little spot in the big room where you guys are at.
Estron, I had a very fun idea. You got those swords, right? Take one out. Take one out.
You'll hold one. They'll take the one out, kind of like arm opposite. It's like I'm
Okay.
intrigued, but I'm cautious.
He's gonna cast Produce Flame into his palm. I'm gonna throw this kinda at you. I want you to cut it in half.
please don't do this
No.
inside. I beg
Yeah.
you, don't do this inside.
There's
do you
too much
mind? I
fire.
am doing a ladder stitch right now. I need all my focus. As
Marks just closes his hand and the flame goes out.
I'll grab like
Fucking-
a random piece of wood or something that's lying around, and I'll give it to him. You can throw this, and we can hit this instead. This won't catch any books on fire.
He just takes aim and is just going to chuck it.
I'll swing for the wood coming my way. This is 6. Oh, well, if we're adding my sword modifier,
No, not
be higher than that.
to use it as a baseball bat.
Okay. You got a good arm there, Sparks.
That is gonna chip your blade. Oh my goodness.
Not if I use the
Alright.
flat side, Red.
Mm.
Hey,
But did you?
Tried, I missed.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
we're all
sorry.
gonna go to sleep, Sparks. It's fine. You, Thornmore, come here. Sparks, this is bread. Eat the bread, go to sleep.
I know what bread is.
Eat
His
the
bed's
bread.
I
not.
got your little area set up.
His
They
bed's
only
not
know
near
toast is
the
in there- in there.
flammables, right?
Yeah, we just know what toast is.
You
not
only know
bread.
what toast is. Yeah, not bread.
Why is it just crunchy?
All right, so anything leading up to you guys going to bed?
Sid would probably ask the sober members of the group, do we want me to cast my spell, or are we not worried about anyone
Yes.
bothering us in the night?
I would cast it
All
on
right.
the door.
Sidonius.
And Albus is actually gonna like mumble it to you through the ear, like The earrings only work to who you want them to, right? Or is it to the whole group?
It's
Actually,
essentially a walkie-talkie.
Perfect.
So
So it's the whole group.
yeah,
Hold
Oh,
on.
okay, so he's just gonna mumble it to Sidonius.
Does that spell work in and out? If somebody was to step outside of it in this group, would you know?
So it doesn't quite work like that. I designate beings, people, or to not be affected or not alarm the spell.
Can you do a favor then? Just you. There's a lot of change that's happened. I don't want anything else to go south. We should all be sleeping anyways. It shouldn't make a difference.
For you, Elvis? Sure. A favor. Free of charge.
You see like a side eye happen after you say it. He's like,
You've been hanging out with Ren.
"Is this gonna come back to fuck me later?" Yeah, that's where my brain went.
No, it's
Fine
free.
print.
It's free.
No, it's free of
yeah.
charge.
First time
He
free.
said the statement. Sid is
First
a
time
man of word.
free.
He is so far.
your room would have asked for 2 gold.
Hmm.
Yeah,
The first
Red
one's
would have
free.
been like 2 gold.
2 gold. Next
All
one's
right,
5. So
Within like 30 seconds, since Alvis is of that age, like,
Just out.
oh yeah, it's like when a dad sits down to watch a football game. He's like, "Oh, I've been working all week."
All right. So as all of you get the sleep you so desperately need, due to either fighting or the emotional stress of one of your allies going down, or in Sid's case, a bunch of damaged books that they had to stare at all day. You all fall into a wonderful deep sleep. And then, go ahead, Rin.
yeah, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself, and I think I can cast it. Nope, just myself. And I would like to steal the party's gold.
I was gonna say I only need 4 hours of sleep. I may be up by now.
No, this
Probably
you.
did it when
You've
we
just
came.
fallen asleep. Red is waiting for you guys to fall
I am
asleep.
waiting for you guys to fall asleep.
This has been in the works for about 2 weeks now.
Yep.
I will say, because there's so much, you get a third. You don't get all of it.
Okay. And I'm going to leave behind a note and a flower. And I make my leave.
Kill you.
What kind of flower? What kind of flower, Brandon?
Kill you.
You'll find out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hunt you down.
I hop on my warg and we just
Are you going to get the other things you were talking about, or no?
Yes, I take a lot of things. I
I
take
need,
everything. we talked
I need a sleight of hand check for that
Absolutely.
thing, because that is in a big case.
Would I have advantage from invisibility?
You would.
Okay, so 15,
You would have had advantages anyway
Yeah.
because they're asleep.
19 is my highest.
Whose passive
Okay.
perception is above a 19?
I have a 17.
Okay,
No.
so
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my highest is a 17.
so you got them. You already got the other thing. You got a third of their gold. You're invisible, and you go.
And I hate to be splitting hairs. Way back
Split
when
those hairs.
Elvis was like, we should have a party fund. I very specifically wrote in my notes, oh, they want to do a party fund. That's cute. No thanks. And so Sid has most of his gold. Did you
That's
just
fine.
take from the party fund, or did you try to take gold from everyone?
Rin specifically said party fund. So
Okay,
Oh,
great.
So all
That's
the
all
gold
that I
on
care about
me
then.
is fine. Okay, perfect.
yes,
Oh, cool.
Rin got a
Me
third
and
of
Nod
the
went
party
like,
fund.
He's Bowser from
Hey,
Mario.
perk of being a new character, I'm not in the party fund.
Mhm.
Very fair.
So Rin would take her leave, being invisible.
If you
Yes.
stuck your hand in Alvis's pocket, you would have found 1 platinum piece, and that was it.
I do
So-
leave a letter behind, but we'll have to figure what that says
No.
out.
No, we'll
That'd be
get
a
there
good way
because
to
I want
start.
everybody's reaction at the very end of this episode. We're gonna run a little late, but it's fine.
Yeah.
So Ren leaves. Do you go out the main door or do you go out the other door
I go out the other door that Sid did not alarm.
with you went to with the librarian.
Yep.
Okay.
Again, I'm just going to throw out there again. The alarm spell is very specific. I designate people to not set it off, so you wouldn't have set it off anyway. You're one of the party members that I would have designated.
Oh,
You think Ren is
Yeah.
smart enough to understand how this? She saw
You know
a
what?
spell on the front doors. Like, I'm
That's
going
fair.
out the back.
that's
That's
fair.
fair. No judgment.
So this is great. I love the fact that Esteron's an elf. So about
Mhm.
4 hours pass. Esteron no longer needs to sleep.
Mhm.
Esteron wakes up, finds a note, and on top of the note, he finds a single nightshade flower.
And like ball up his fist in anger and shake without saying anything because he can't wake anyone up or they're gonna suffer the consequences. So he will walk very quietly, see the familiar flower, and open the letter with just dainty fingers, kind of like to the side of his face, spells and magics and shit. And then, just in case, and then he's
Ren.
going to read it.
It says, Alvis, I'm sorry to do this, but I must be on my own way. I don't think our destinies align anymore. Since I gave up my eye and more, I felt a calling towards something greater. I wish you luck, and hopefully we'll meet again under favorable circumstances for one of us. And that's it.
Just a note only to Albus.
Yep. The only one she liked.
Dagon, as you look around, make an investigation check.
All I'm saying is kindness goes a long way.
Oh, that's
Me
funny.
Me and Brandon,
Oh, let's go.
me and Brandon have been messaging all night, and Brandon is
Oh man.
wonderfully
Evil.
mischievous.
Oh,
So
it
with the
sounds
natural
great.
20, you turn, and that familiar case with the tuning forks in it appears to be open.
He's again gonna hold his voice and take a big deep breath, and all he's thinking is how long it's gonna take to make sure his swords are sharp enough next time. They
I'm
meet.
assuming you walk over to the case.
Yeah, is there anything left in it?
No, no,
Yeah.
the tuning forks are gone.
Yeah.
He's gonna start saying under his breath because he's panicking. We're all dead. We're all dead. We're all dead. That's fine. I'm gonna get really fucked up. And then he's gonna turn around and keep licking because he's expecting worse.
I think that was everything that you would know of, correct?
I believe so.
Mm.
About this time, a very frantic librarian busts down the door. Sid, your alarm goes off.
It's
Instantly draw
audible,
my
so
swords.
everybody hears it.
Okay, so everybody's up now because the alarm's off.
What the fuck?
Now Esteron is very mad, audibly mad.
Kick a chair.
The
I'm
only
gonna
thing
throw
you
the
hear,
empty box.
the librarian goes, "I'm so sorry. She threatened to kill me if I did this before she left. She took the book. The book.
My book?
The leather-bound, blue-veined, glowing book."
The really big, dangerous book that I had in my bag.
Not to be a party poo-poo, but that's not all. She took all the tuning forks for the planes, and he'll pull a letter out of his breast pocket. That's for you, Alvis.
Brandon, I will love you forever for this.
And then as he hands you the letter, he's gonna take his sword and point it at you and say, "Read it."
Albus is
Just-
gonna be like, what the fuck did I do?
Read.
He reads it aloud and then goes,
Guys, maybe she's gonna be doing good. Maybe that's what she meant by.
And here's the best part. Alvis is so positive, right? So positive. Maybe she's doing good. Nodwick wakes up, looks over, and sees the single nightshade flower
yeah, I mean,
that is on the bed where Ren slept.
Hence the sword.
oh,
Sid?
I mean, that's more important.
Sid looks at
And
Nodwick.
the targeted letter.
Sid looks at
Yeah.
Nodwick and
drop.
just, like, he's got this angry, resigned face on himself and just says, I have particular regrets about not letting Torvald and Renasia just get killed yesterday when we originally had the thought. Next time, I think I will defer to your decision.
You all talked me out of letting her get killed by those things.
Guys, where's my tuning forks?
He's gonna do good, right?
They're gone.
If I ever see her again, I will burn every fiber of her being, and I will laugh as she melts.
No, she's gonna be good. I'm sure.
Do me a favor, Nodwick. Save me her eye.
I like how nobody's answered the new guy's question. Very sadly, where are my tuning forks? And then you guys just go off on a tangent.
Your tuning forks?
Yeah,
That's
the ones
what
I
you're
stole.
worried about?
I feel like we
gonna
should
take
be
his
worried
other
about
blade,
them.
point it again, say, Albus, what do you know of this?
She's going to do good.
Elaborate.
Alvis,
I don't know what
We-
she did.
we
Oh my
both
God,
know.
this was amazing.
We both know being good and doing good are conscious choices that every man has to make. Name me one good conscious choice that Ren made that wasn't benefiting just herself.
Equaled gold.
I wish Brad was here so I could get him back for
I-
Raven's
I
love
don't-
interest in
I can't-
C1.
I can't think straight. She's not bad. She made bad turns, but who doesn't when they're young? So did I. You just said last night I was your moral compass. Well, 50 years ago, I'd be fucking the worst of you. She's going to do good.
Well,
Keep
Well-
telling yourself
Leave one of
that.
those. Didn't she leave one of those flower thingies you guys were talking about?
She left.
Yes, which is
Sure.
not a good thing.
Maybe she was threatened like Torvald.
What would
What is
she
that flower
have?
means that?
As she told us all the time, she was a street rat with nothing. Not a home, not a bed, barely clothes. No,
Maybe
she saw a
she
better
was offered.
opportunity and took it. And while I respect it,
Those with nothing need more.
I can't
to
wait for
gain.
her to die.
No.
You're missing a key factor, guys.
What?
She never told you who her dad was either.
Oh yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't tell us shit about
Oh.
anything.
No, she knows who her mom is.
She told me I overheard her talk about how she's nobility and what her dad was when she was
Alice
He
drunk.
did overhear that.
I
He did
know.
overhear that.
Nodwick knows.
That's it.
Nodwick does know that.
So we're
Just to
going
be clear, by the way, everyone that's like, Alfie's like holding the letter like this, and it's like a dad who's brokenhearted.
Oh yeah, I'm
who
sure Alice is pretty
refuses
distraught.
to accept the fact that he probably saw the signs and refuses to accept it. That's
Thank you,
more or
Brandon.
less what I'm
Does
doing.
Esteron see this obvious denial that he would have seen in troops prior?
Oh, absolutely.
Esteron truly thinks fucking Albus is in on this, okay?
No,
So,
the reason I asked that question is his swords will drop because you've seen this before. And he says
okay, that's fine, Brandon.
denial.
So, it is 10 minutes after we usually end. I am going to end this session on that. Brad, I wish you were here because this is me getting you back for hurting Raven's heart like you did in C1.
Ooh, we're scheming.
So with every
Ooh.
campaign, it just gets worse and worse. Is
Worse
what
and
you're
worse,
saying?
yes.
already got stuff planned.
Brandon-
I got you. I'll be the guy.
Brandon did not like play. This is his first magic user. He did not like playing her, and I was like, "Listen, if you can come up with an idea that would make sense." Brandon
then I have
immediately goes,
multiple-
"I'm going to steal a bunch of their shit," and I was like, "You could leave a flower," and he goes, "I fucking love it."
I love that. A flower, a bunch of
Word
books
Eve.
that may pertain to her. Ooh.
Brandon, you tore an old man's heart out. Is what you just did.
Yes. So, chat, we will leave you this week with
Ren cares only
perhaps
about
the biggest betrayal in Alvis's life.
this.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
Nodwick could give a
it's about
fuck.
Played it off like a champ, though. The acting.
That was really good.
You are a 20 charisma character, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Again.
And the next one's gonna be 0.
Yeah, thank you. I was gonna say you
Can't
gotta
wait.
change that.
You gotta have balance, you know.
Yeah.
Of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
Can't
Fuck.
All right,
spell my
guys.
name wrong, triple dub.
Fuck,
We're gonna have
dude.
trust issues, man.
That's
We're
right.
gonna
As
get a
always-
Money Results art I have to get.
We'll be back.
Oh,
We'll be back next week, same time. We will not. It's the last Friday, but we will not be playing a game next week because we played one last week.
it didn't
So
like
we'll be
Later,
back.
We're gonna be in our campaign.
Yes,
Okay.
we were going to be in our campaign for episode
29.
29
Ooh.
next week, 7:30. You're going to want to see it because everybody's going to get Brad's reaction. Nobody tell him what just happened. We're going to tell him online.
Taken.
Dagan, you shut your mouth.
He's not
Thank
even
you,
here. He's in a different continent.
Yeah, but don't tell him before we play on the
He's
30th.
on a different
I won't tell
continent.
Okay. Do not tell him
Oh,
before we play because I
absolutely.
want his genuine reaction.
All right,
I
we have to update these slides to get fucking Torvald and Ren out of there. God damn it.
All right, guys. Never ever
You spelled my
forget
name wrong. It's Bran, like bran flakes.
to embrace
Win.
insanity.
No, it's not, Brendan.
We'll see you guys next week.
Later.
Bye.